Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome, it's Dork Tales. Hope you enjoyed that new intro. We're trying some stuff out. Hi, I am your Dungeon Master, Kelly, and this is Dork Tales. If you haven't tuned in before, hopefully that intro, gave you an idea of what the hell's going on here. And if not, reading comprehension, or listening comprehension. This is season 2 of Generic Fantasy Setting number 17735, which, thank you, Mike, originally started out as a very generic fantasy setting, and that's kind of the joke. It kind of has migrated from there. So why don't we start on my left and introduce the characters of this little adventure.
Hi, I'm Christine, and I play Malia Sunsworn, the Dwarven Cleric of Vela.
Hello, I am Amy, and I play Tia Armstrong, the half-orc druid.
Good evening, I'm Winter. I play Marisol, the Tiefling Rogue.
Hello, I'm Mike, and I'm playing Xenopropher Rightwing. He is the half-elf ranger.
Cool, and then I guess back to me. I'm the Dungeon Master, so I play everything. And also a little dragon girl named Farah from time to time. Yasin eventually rejoined the party a couple of episodes ago as a brief cameo, brief guest arc. And then he just became a Jarl. That was...
Yeah.
I kind of feel like in a few, years, we're going to go back to Dog Run, and it's just going to be in shambles.
Or it's going to be like a utopia, like a hippie utopia.
Well, I just like that, he returned and was, in the jail with us, and then by the end of that arc, it was, okay, you're a Jarl.
Zero to hero, just like that.
Oh, yeah.
When he smiled, the girls went, eh.
The girls went, wait, was that you last night that I saw throwing tables across the chairs?
Why do we have so many clips just lying around?
I don't know.
It all worked out in the end.
Everything is good.
Everything is great. All right, so... Where is the episode 2 overlay? I don't know, Michael. Did you send it to me? Hey, thanks, General Sellers. Go fight Mind Flayers for us. They're not showing up for another couple sessions, depending on which way these guys go. Michael, did you send me the new overlay? Because this is the one I had. Did you send?
This one's pretty awesome.
Yeah, this one's really good. And if you sent the other overlay, I'll drop it in.
At Christmas time, we should just use the log. The Christmas log.
Okay, hold on. One of our players and graphic designer has created a new backdrop that he would like us to use. So I'll be right back.
Oh boy.
Very cool, very cool.
All right, very cool. Maybe on the podcast version, cut here. Maybe, kind of, sort of. What?
Not required.
Not required. Oof. Okay. Ow. I'm on my ass.
Unless someone
That sounded like a fairy tale, though.
Unless someone could animate this, that would be great.
I want to do a tracking shot over the map. I think that would be pretty dope.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Merci, Bo-Cups.
Stop butchering the language.
I'm even Darchi.
No, keep butchering the language. It's just French.
Oof.
I mean, how else am I supposed to get, my French bacon?
Boom. Mike just sent me something. He said boom.
He said boom.
Ah.
Oh my god.
Which must be weird is he's seeing me type ah, and then he's getting the message. And it's ah.
Oh, it looks like there's a picture inbound.
Whoa.
Inbound.
Is
Oh!
that coffee or is that beer?
Coffee.
knows?
Looks like
I think-
coffee.
I think it's beer. I think
That's
that's
beer.
Oh, okay.
That's beer. Beer here.
It's a...
Beer here.
Everyone has beer.
Beer.
I can do some beer.
Generic 2.2.
Yeah, this is kind of amusing because we're watching it being typed in the message window, and we're watching it get sent, and we're seeing everything. And it must be incredibly boring for the stream because we're staring at it.
We're not boring.
And you guys can't see it.
We're not boring at all.
Not that we have anybody in
And
the
then
stream
get
besides Michael, so I don't think we have to worry actually when I
Wait,
think
what?
of it.
Oh, I did the thing. I did the thing wrong.
You did the thing wrong?
I did the thing.
Oh, the log has the overlay.
The log has the overlay.
Yes.
Rather than, I need to go to studio mode, and then I need to go, whoa, bam! Oh,
I do
it
like
didn't
the
work.
background.
Hold on.
That's pretty.
I need to go, whoa, bam! There we go.
Yes.
Okay. I need to knock over all the inspiration as I'm getting up.
How inspiring!
You're inspired.
I'm really inspired tonight, guys. I had I wouldn't say a great day at work, but I would say that it was a day at work. And then I came home.
Oh, there's a beat down here too.
Oh, nice. We don't
Did you drop the beat?
need that.
It's the carpet. Or the table. I understand what words are.
No, what are words?
I'm not real.
You're doing your best.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
Is Canada even real?
No.
No.
It's my favorite mythological
Birds are
creature.
also not real.
Birds.
Birds aren't real.
Okay, that is pretty fantastic though that Michael is not only like watching us dedicatedly,
Mm-hmm.
but
So
is
two
doing,
amazing things that will show up.
doing us like amazing overlays that
Mm-hmm.
he changes to match what we're doing.
So Michael, you get an inspiration right now. Congrats. A bear
Amy.
inspiration.
Oh.
A bear inspiration.
Ooh, bear
Why are you
inspiration.
giving me a look? Why are you giving me that look?
Which just sounds like a bear had a really rough workout.
I've had a really rough workout.
So
My
did
arms
I.
are killing me.
I had a really rough work day.
I had actually a really nice day today.
I had a
worked
very
yesterday, then went home to play games with
Michael
Alexa.
rocks. All right.
And we
So,
were incredibly silly.
welcome.
It was fantastic.
You're talking about yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
What was?
Yesterday.
So first off, before we start, I just wanted to quickly thank everybody who watched us during Extra Life. This last weekend, You want a bowl?
No.
I would prefer you have a bowl.
Oh, why?
Because it's so loud. You can see it
So
being loud.
loud.
Then I'll put it here.
That's not a bowl!
That's not a bull. You have to. Other people roll dice in that. That's gross.
Yeah. Stop. Don't be gross.
Don't be gross.
Really good.
Don't be gross.
I know it's hard when
So,
you're becoming gross.
thank you. We actually did more than just break our total. So this year we pledged to do Extra Life for a 25-hour Dungeons and Dragons stream. Now we're in British Columbia at the moment, which means that this is the last time we will be able to do a 25-hour stream and still end on the same hour we started because we're getting rid of daylight savings time. Because fairy tales do come true.
Right.
And I just want to show you all something. So the total here is in, I think it's in US dollars.
Yes,
should
it
be,
is.
yeah.
Okay, so last year we raised how much in US dollars?
It was like
A little over 2,000 something?
Okay, so this year, or last year we raised 2,000 US dollars. This year, I don't know if you can,
Down there.
that is 3,558 US dollars out of our goal of 3,000. And that is not even including that some rat bastards who honestly need to get a life did a DDoS attack of a charity and prevented a lot of people from accessing all sorts of site materials, donating, and even so, Extra Life managed to make $10,000. And I adore that if you look at the Extra Life total page, the numbers are like 10 million, X 100,000, and then 300,000 or 3,000 and something. And I really like it because if you take our total away, it drops them down like, because it's like 10 1 or 10,003 or something like that, or it was the other day. So it like we kicked them over 10 million
Well, and currently,
by like $5.
our team rank is 328.
We're
Out
pretty.
of 4,000 teams, we are the 328th team.
Yeah, we are the
ranked
10%.
of money.
What?
I just got my email saying that I get the silver.
Yeah,
Badge.
me too.
Oh, did you get an email for that?
Oh yeah, you get an email saying like the registration for it doesn't happen until like January or something
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm gonna check this real quick. Sorry, stream.
Yes. It was just very
It's important.
disheartening, like loading up the morning of and then not
Yeah.
even able to get to my profile.
that. Yeah. Not
And
being
then
able
when
to
it-
check, not being able to see if anybody did donate,
And
That's-
then having
when
like
did
and
a
then not
heart
having
attack.
people being able to donate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
So
was
I had
really
a
rough.
lot of people questioning me on Tuesday and Wednesday at work, saying we tried to donate and we couldn't.
Yeah, I
Wait,
might
So
what?
try to
luckily
do
those
some
people
more.
understood, and I've slowly been getting those donations, which has been fantastic that they went back and did it.
So
For
when
the
did-
rest of the month, I might do some more streaming
Just to
on
top
my
up.
Twitch. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
to be like,
Like,
sorry guys.
Why couldn't people donate?
Because of the DDoS attack.
Yeah, they did a denial
They
of
shut down the
service,
site.
like where they set a bot to refresh the page 1,000,000 times
Yeah.
in a minute.
Oh.
So they crashed the servers like the entire time. So our feed is actually still on our Twitch channel, and it's going to be on YouTube soon. So if you're watching this later on YouTube and you're like, well, why didn't you guys raise any money? It's because it killed the majority of the widgets. So like our counter was dead. So we were streaming the entire time, like running off of our phones and no sleep.
And even then, like, we couldn't access the accounts on our phones even until like midnight.
When did you guys get the email?
I got mine today.
So yeah, same.
Weird.
I was wondering why the counter wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when I could get onto the Extra Life website, it said my profile had been deactivated.
Yeah, it was doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
it
then
was-
even today they're trying to fix stuff, and I lost like $600 off of my personal donations.
Mhm.
And
And
then
then it
and then they
popped
found
back
them 20
on,
minutes later, and I'm like,
yeah.
oh, for God's sake.
yeah, just things aren't
So it's been
registering.
going up and down.
Yeah.
It's been weird.
It's not their fault.
Like I was at like half
No,
of
no,
my
no.
donations for a chunk of the day, and I was like, "That's kind of weird." And I'm like, "I'm pretty sure I did more than that." And I checked
Yeah.
a different page, and it was like, "Yes, here you are. You have 500." And I'm like, "Okay, good."
Well, also, if you guys want to, look at Kelly Clark on Extra Life, because I am like this close to the gold medal personally.
Woo!
Help me out.
Yeah, 150.
150 US away. Well, last year they were giving it out if you hit the Canadian total of 1,000.
I don't know.
According to Caitlin, they were. But anyway.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I got mine at 500 US.
Did you? Okay.
So
Yeah.
Maybe I might have gotten my message a while ago then.
I think they're putting it. I think they've
All
put
right,
it
cool.
just to their.
Whatever. We should
amount.
probably
Anyways.
role play, and I'm wearing a sweater because this is going to be really hot. So just checking in the chat real quick. So I'm a bit further away from the microphone than usual. Can you hear me? Okay? Am I pretty clear? Because not to.
Michael, does everything sound good? You're the only person in the chat.
Oh
Fill us in.
no! Oh no!
Other than, like, us.
Hundreds of people are in the chat. YouTube. We're really popular on a Wednesday night.
Oh, well,
I mean, we normally are. It's actually
Don't
kind of
so.
weird.
Yeah, it is really weird.
Yeah.
I put all of the effort into having that nice intro and everything.
It might be because I did social media kind of late. Because I had stuff.
I shared
Like
Real
a
life
boss.
stuff.
I shared it on my pages.
God.
I'm helping.
Kel should
I
also
should
log
share
in
things.
so we get the views.
It is super true.
Do it, Michael.
You did just bump up, just jump up. So hey, that's cool.
Nice.
Sharing things.
And the
on
intro
social
was
media.
very
Awesome.
cool.
That was very cool.
Also, I don't have a beard right now, so that's why people aren't showing up.
Is it the beard?
It happens.
Mm.
I mean,
They were here for the beer.
I am contrasting with the background really a lot. Should I go change my shirt, or am I good?
I think you're
I
fine.
think you're fine.
Thank you. I think you're fine too. All right. So, welcome back to Generic Fantasy Setting number 17735. We have dawdled around enough, and we have werewolves to fight tonight.
Oh, right.
So from this
Right.
last game, basically what's happening is the crew has made it to the mainland, and they are headed up the what was it called? The Unknown Road?
The Unknown Road.
The Unknown Road. They're going up the Unknown Road, which is actually like a major thoroughfare because naming is funny. And so they're going up the Unknown Road toward this town named Onion to go find this gold dragon that's there. And in the meanwhile, they stop by this awfully named town called Drakum, and which is having a beer festival called Draktoberfest. And they went, they had a bunch of beer, they had a good time, and then they were approached by I guess Pharaoh technically approached him, but by the leader of the establishment, by the local baron, a guy named Baron Thrask von Lindorm, who is a blue dragonborn, the first dragonborn you guys have met. And he hired you to go and rescue the beer that had been stolen. Because a neighboring kingdom / county, because technically I think a count runs it, of course a count would run it, named Falenmoore, has slowly been leeching over the land, Falenmoore being this very dark and mysterious and not at all Ravenlofty type of place. Draktoberfest! Thank you, chat.
It was very fun.
It was good. It was good. You met some neat people.
Yeah.
And so you have gone off to rescue the Baron's prize-winning beer from werewolves.
I just saw the name of the episode, that's all.
Was that?
No, I just saw the name of the episode when I went to go share this on Twitter.
What's the name of the episode?
The Beer Necessities.
This is the Beer Necessities. Okay. This is so funny because I don't drink beer.
I'm in it for the money.
I do accept money. Also, before we start, I'd like to direct you all. Don't forget that now you can throw money at us directly through our Patreon, which can get us even better equipment and better T-shirts. Or speaking of, if you would like a better T-shirt, don't forget to go to Redbubble at Dork Tales, where you can buy Dork Tales branded merchandise, including a Dork Tales miniskirt.
What? Really?
What? Yeah!
I need one.
It looks
pretty
really
fantastically.
good.
It's got
Can
a
I
really
see
tiny
it?
little
We need
pattern.
It's like polka dot. I don't know. I think you might have to use the direct link because we're still ironing that out. By the time that anybody except for the people in the chat see this, it'll be up. So that'll be a lot of fun. You can get your mini skirt on. You can. Have you found it, Amy?
No, I'm trying to find it.
Here.
But you
I'll-
said there was
In
an
the chat?
ad. Was it in
no,
the
I
chat?
just sent it to you.
Oh, okay.
No.
I sent it to you to proofread. And also, we had a fantastic map of Thestorel, the home country that everybody's from, that was drawn up by my friend and a soon-to-be player on a game that we're going to be running, Neil. And he has given me permission that is also officially going to be branded merchandise as well, so that his really amazing map can be purchased as like wall art
Nice.
and like journal covers and stuff. Oh man, Winter, you're going to lose so much money.
What?
You specifically.
Well, I mean, you're going to pay me.
You can't actually go in. It's not. It doesn't let you. It 404 errors.
Oh, does it?
That's a cute
Probably because you sent me just, like,
skirt.
That's a really
It's a really cute skirt.
Okay, so are the polka dots like all
Dork
the
tails.
Dork tails?
Oh,
Yeah, it's a Dork Tales.
So can you forward Mike that link?
Can you?
I can try.
Yeah, so don't worry, we're going to make this live tonight, but we finally have done it. And
I would wear that skirt.
I just have to, Mike would wear that skirt. I just have to adjust the costs a little because it's like, some of them the profit margins are like, wee, and some of them they're like, wee. And I need to make it fair on
No, you
both
don't.
sides. I need to make it like numbers that people would actually pay, which
Should
usually
I
is like
just
50.
share it to the Dork Tales team?
Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
All right,
Yes.
I'll
Never
buy
tell them
one.
how much the profit margin is.
so like 4,000%.
I should just like buy all the stuff and then do like a photo shoot.
You should. You
Yeah.
should. I mean,
I'm gonna get.
Why
I gotta see if there's a coupon code that I can give out because you're allowed to buy a certain amount of your own merchandise for cost,
Ooh.
Yeah.
but
These shirts are so cute.
the shorts are really cute. Like everything there is really
Yeah,
cute.
you can have an A-line dress.
Yeah. Oh, you're looking at all the ones I made.
I'm
So
just looking.
anyway,
This skirt.
where did we end last game? What was the moment we ended?
Oh, that's a very good question.
I think we were going to go rest for a little
Yeah.
bit and load up stuff in
All right.
GTFO.
So
Yeah.
grab whatever items you're bringing with you, and let's start the adventure.
Oh.
Was there anything you needed to buy from a store? Was there anything that you needed to do?
I was looking into getting some silver arrows.
All right, let's look up how much those are. Because silver
That's
arrows.
right. We were looking at silver items.
Yes.
Yeah, and I found out that
Silver.
magic works the same.
Usually, yeah.
Double check what my
I
spells
still
are.
have a shit ton of healing potions.
Can
Me too.
someone has their phone out, look up silvered weapons. I think it's in the PHB as well. Can you hand me that PHB?
In a second, yes.
And Jazana, just push both of me.
1 sec, 1 sec.
Brief of him, please.
1 second.
I-
Oh god, that hurts.
Xanathar's
My
got
biceps. They
everything.
protest.
You will be strong.
I
You,
shall be so strong.
it's true. You'll be strong like a dwarf.
Good.
Woo!
I'm proud of you.
I like the photos too.
Son, I am proud.
I'm gonna get
Silvered
Dork Tales
weapons.
merchandise for my bunny.
You can get a
Ahem.
clock.
You can silver a single weapon or 10 pieces of ammunition for 100 gold. This cost not only represents the price, but the time and expertise.
So wait, what? So I
Basically,
can pay...
you take your weapon and they coat it in silver for 100 gold.
Sure.
How long would that last for?
Until the weapon is damaged by acid or something that would eat off the silver.
Oh, I can do that to my rapier.
I would do it to your rapier and not to your dagger.
The dagger's already kind of like a magical weapon.
Yeah, I think I have a feeling that the dagger might eat the silver.
It also turns color, so it might be all weird.
That would be weird. Yeah, go with that. So the silver weapon. So anybody wants to do that.
Yeah.
This village, or pardon me, this small town
I like
of Dracob, which just makes me think I'm saying like a dragon Jacob.
Yeah. I want
Little pro tip: I planned everything about last session except the name of the town.
What's the damage stats on silvered weapons?
Nothing. It just bypasses things with silver.
Oh, okay.
So, basically, there are 6 purchases. Pardon me. There are 6 purchases worth of silver. So, you can spend up to 600 gold to buy silver, but that's it. They only have that much silver in town. So, anybody who's doing it, so you're buying 10 pieces
10
of
arrows.
10 arrows. Are you doing that to existing arrows?
No, I'll just get new arrows.
Okay, so 10 silver arrows. That's 100 gold. You're getting that's 100 gold.
I'm considering it, but my scimitar is inscribed with for the throat like a prayer to Arcaris. So I'm trying to figure out if it's cool to silver a religious symbol.
No. Not unless silver is.
I would say
happy.
don't invest it on non-magical. Or pardon me,
What's
don't
a-
invest it on magical items.
Yeah, because it's a +1, so I'm not gonna.
Like,
worry
I mean,
about
unless you just want it to be decked out,
it.
right? If you
Or
want to be
just
like,
the blade
bling, bling.
edge or something.
No.
yeah, like silver yourself.
I'm thinking
Silver my
can I
fist.
silver my claws?
No.
No, you're
Oh,
not
that'd be
Wolverine.
such a
You're not.
good manicure.
This game's out to a roaring stop tonight.
Werebear.
Yeah, it's all good.
No, then you can never be a werewolf.
It's fine.
No, it's not.
Werebear is better than
You wouldn't
And
be able to be a
wereboar is
werebear
better
either.
than all of them. You couldn't be aware anything.
Yeah,
You'd be stuck.
I'm a Zerebear.
but you'd be able to wear things.
Yeah, it's fine.
You could be a Care Bear.
Could be an awerebear.
The Care Bear's there?
Things.
Be aware.
The werebear's
Am
there.
I centered weird?
No.
There we go. Ah, I fixed it. All right. So.
Right, I gave away the chip figurine of Marina
Yes.
and I to the
Lady Marine, yes, you did.
To
to the doggies.
I gave away the painting of Lady Marine to the doggies.
I don't think I had anything of her, so.
I don't have anything.
Yeah, all this stuff is nice. That's nice.
This is loud.
Right, that's what I need. There's a spell I need. I must have for this.
All right.
Okay.
You go shopping,
Yes.
acquiring the things that you need. You were setting off in the morning, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were gonna set off, I think, fairly early.
Yeah,
We're
or we were
basically
gonna
gonna
rest and like
do a
head out in
rest
the
and-
evening or something.
Oh yeah, we were gonna rest on the way there. Well, we were
Before
gonna
head-
we were gonna crash for the night.
In
on
that
the
really
way.
nice bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That really nice in the oak.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What was it
Yeah.
called? It was the.
The oak.
Well, there's another word,
It was
wasn't it?
the
No, that was it.
Oak Manor
Oh,
bed and breakfast.
I was gonna say because the restaurant Oak in Seattle is really good.
Coincidentally, owned by the Baron.
So, and the I also told you the name of the road that you'd have to take. Do you remember what it is, or do I have to remake it?
I do not have anything here. It just says Falenmoore, blah blah blah, and then no.
I don't remember specifically being given a name, but
Okay,
it's
so
entirely possible that I glossed over that.
the
yeah.
Eastern Road. Okay, so the Eastern Road there is wrote down, I believe. Have big brouhaha. Okay, good. I will. Thank you, Kelly. I love leaving notes to myself that don't make any freaking sense later.
Have big brouhaha.
Have big brouhaha.
Sorry.
All right. So, is anyone else buying anything else in town?
I think so. I think I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm gonna keep saving my money so that I can
I have no
fix my
money.
dwarven thrower.
I spent all my money.
I do have the thing I need. Good.
Finally.
Finally.
I burned through all. Well, I mean, I still have 19 platinum pieces.
Jesus.
You've well, it's only 190 gold.
Yeah, that's more than I've got.
I have 200
I've been
gold.
saving.
Yeah, I have 19 platinum,
Where are
100
you getting all this gold from?
187 silver, 5 gold.
How do you still have that much gold? Because you bought
You've
a
been
lot of
burning
things.
through it.
I think he was
I-
paid mostly in platinum before.
Yeah, I had saved a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah, I had a good chunk.
But how? I've spent like no money and I've got 200 gold.
Wait, is that the party finances?
No, this is mine.
Yeah.
Where
Party
are
finances are on another sheet.
I don't even know how much our party
We don't
has.
have party finances, not
Really?
really.
A tiny bit.
We just kept
Wait,
splitting
what?
everything.
Did you?
Some of
I
it.
thought Mike was in charge of the party income.
Yeah, party finances, which
So how much gold does the party have?
the party has 231 gold, 91 platinum, 46 silver, 906 copper.
I thought we'd just been splitting money.
So most of the time, but some
none
of
of
it.
that. None of this stuff has been split. So
None of that's been.
No.
But
we
That
also
was-
I think so, Mike. I think so.
we
It's not like
also
we weren't getting paid for anything either.
no. But there were times when we got a bit of gold and we just never talked about splitting it at all.
All right, we'll
We
just
just
stay on
went
top of it
and-
from here because
Yeah.
the gold payouts are going to get bigger now that you're official adventurers. Named Nothing Ventured.
we also have some good stuff in here. We have 2 paradots.
Yep.
That's where I got a bunch of money from because I got the
Gems.
2 peridot eyes from the mechanical spider,
And then you traded
and I traded them for money, and those were worth
a
Couple
lot.
hundred.
They were worth like 500 gold each.
They were pretty good.
And,
we have
right, and you didn't split that.
Yeah, because
You
those are
swiped
mine.
them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we do have-
let's stop talking about accounting and start talking about werewolf hunting. You set off from Draco, heading along the Sunshine Lane. Sunshine Lane is a winding road that bisects a copse of wood and heads northward toward. And what's the name of that little hamlet we were talking about?
You said it was Tumblewood.
Good old Tumblewood.
Good old Tumblewood, which is a Kickstarter I backed, if I'm not mistaken. Heading toward Tumblewood, you set out early. The Baron informed you before you left that the trip to get to where the brewery was roughly about a 2-hour walk. I believe he loaned you horses,
Yes.
which means about a 30-minute casual ride.
Yeah, you said it was 7 miles, I think.
Oh
Eight, I
yeah.
think.
So that's like, yeah, it's about a 20-minute ride. Like just going at a nice little trot. You make your way northward, well, northeast, and Turtleford? I don't think it was Turtleford. I think it was Tumblewood. Cal, I'm just double checking. Am I being heard okay, or did you actually think I said Turtleford?
Or
'Cause
maybe we said it last time and forgot.
Did we say Turtleford last time? Are you taking notes, Kel? Because I will give you inspiration.
I mean, I kind of like Turtleford.
Well,
That's
Tur-
kind of great.
Wouldn't
But
it
I
be
do like
Turtle
Tumblewood.
Ford,
Turtle Ford.
not Ford?
Fjord.
Depending on where you come from.
Turtle
And
Ford.
how you pronounce things.
well, Turtle.
Yeah, but the way it's written,
Yeah.
it's not Fjord, it's Ford.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Well, Turtleford now exists, but it's not the same
Somewhere.
place.
It exists in our hearts.
No, it exists
Thank
here.
you for subscribing and modding, Kel.
Thank you,
Yes.
thank you, moderator Kel. All right.
Oh Jesus, that actual
It's
town.
Saskatchewan is located in the center of Falenmoore. All right,
So
Jimmy
as Regina,
Falenmoore. Anyway, sorry,
Just the town,
it's done.
tiny town named Regina.
Okay. You continue northward, going along the edge of the wood. It's a pleasant ride, and as you go, I'd like everyone to, first of all, give me your passive perception.
Oh,
15.
9.
17.
17?
Yeah.
You're very wise.
I'm very
How does
perceptive.
that one get it again? I've forgotten again.
It's basically 10 plus your perception score.
Oh, okay.
So it's assuming you rolled a 10, just to, because on average a normal person would just get a 10 normally.
Right.
And I have the,
And then there's me.
And mine's
You're
low
special.
because I'm not actually specialized in perception.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. You would have way more if you were.
Do you add your proficiency to that?
Only if
Yeah.
it's one of your
Yeah, if you're proficient
marked
too.
skills.
Oh!
Are you proficient in perception?
Yeah.
Oh wait, you're a half elf. Of course you are.
Yeah.
And you're a ranger, so obviously yes.
So 18.
See?
Oh.
Makes more sense.
Wow.
All right.
Wow, 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 wow.
Wow, 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 wow. Wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wow, wow, wow. Bow, wow, wow.
All right,
Wait,
getting back to game is tight. Okay.
Yeah, right off the back.
Right off the bat, it's super easy. Barely an inconvenience to roleplay, okay?
Barely.
Barely an inconvenience. All right, you continue on your way, and before long, you find yourselves well past the 3-mile mark. The road bisects, and it heads. The Sunshine Lane continues northward, and you can see that coming up is another road that juts directly to the east. The Wyvern's Way. Wyvern's Way leads directly to a small town called Turtleford. For you. And another sign above it, much more craggy and broken and splintered, says Falenmoore, 20 miles.
Oh boy.
Turtleford, 3 miles.
There's a stop point.
And Tumblewood, 3. As you're approaching this sign, though, you'll start to notice some things about the surrounding area. The lush reds and greens of the autumn harvest that you see all around you back in Drakab and along the unknown road seem to fade off. And instead, the trees on the right side of the road to the east are barren. A cold wind whips through the skeletal branches, and a dark shadow is cast over part of the road.
Oh.
Right now, it can't be more than 10 o'clock in the morning. Maybe earlier. It's definitely not time for first breakfast, or second breakfast. Well, you don't have any halflings with you anyway.
It's fine.
Everything is fine.
And as you're approaching, you will see that there's something a little different about this sign in the center of the road. There's an iron rivet, a bracket there in the center with a symbol on it, a symbol of fire. Christine, you can roll religion with advantage. Everyone else may roll religion. And
No, I got a 1.
You got a 1? You're thinking maybe it's the signpost can be used for free firewood.
It's a 5.
22.
Oh, you got a 5 too?
5. High 5.
It's fire.
Okay, so just you. So
Yes.
looking at this, you can see that it's a place for a torch to be mounted, to be affixed into the sign itself.
So that's what that is.
Marked by a god that you haven't come across before, but a god of the mainland known as the Torchbearer. Normally worshipped by halflings, this is a deity that is symbolized by the hearthfire. It's a very nice god, one of the lesser gods, but very potent still. And their religious order travels around carrying sparks from the original hearth flame, so that it should never die and that it can be spread across the land for safety and comfort. Very big with Omesh and Bitrus and the other city gods, the city and agriculture gods. But it seems like there's a place here to affix the torch, even just ceremonially.
Move over.
There's no torch though. Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm just trying to shift a bit, and it's very difficult.
I can
stuck.
I can compress myself more if you need.
It's okay, I'll just take over Winter.
Just take her over.
It's all good.
It's okay, yeah, because I'm kind of man spreading, so I can compress more.
I'm good.
Okay.
Are you guys comfortable enough?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. As you continue, I'm assuming that you're going to keep heading toward Tumblewood.
It looks
Yes.
like there should be a torch there.
Looks like there should be a torch there. Are you gonna leave one?
Yeah.
Okay. As you do,
If it's a good god, then yeah, I'll leave a torch for them.
You set the torch in, and the moment that the torch collides with the lower bracket to hold it in place, it'll ignite in your hand. And as you watch the shadows from the right side of the road creep across the lane toward you, as if sinister fingers, and the flame will be buffeted slightly.
Creepy.
It's like the right side of the road, which is barren. It's just a field. In fact, you think that that might be a potato field just to the right, with some trees in the distance. But it's like an immense tree is casting a shadow over you, or a tombstone. That blanket of darkness that just reaches across you. On one side of the road, it's almost noon, and on the other side, it's dusk. And the sun is directly overhead before you. You don't know what you're getting into. What do you do? Is anyone looking around? Or are you scratching your butts? What's going on?
Maybe a bit of column A, bit of column B.
Alright. Make me an investigation roll. You find your butt. Alright, make me an investigation roll if you're looking around. Otherwise,
Sure.
Butts. Well, I knocked over my spell cards and dropped it on the inspiration, so... But, if it's investigation, then it's an 8.
8?
15?
18?
17.
15? 17?
12.
Okay. If you take a moment to look around, you'll notice that the ground here is quite wet, quite muddy. But it doesn't appear that anyone has come by here in several days.
So there's no other tracks or anything?
No, there would be deep rivets from where a cart came through, or horses. But, and this seems very strange to the two of you, because on the way to Draco, it was bustling. You were basically in like freeway traffic.
So nobody's going into Falenmoore, basically.
Yeah.
Can I roll any insight? See if I
Yeah, you may.
put together anything more? That would be
Can I kind of like
24.
scout-
24. King. And Winter?
I kind of want to scout ahead and then look back and see what I see.
Okay. So let's do Christine's insight roll first. So you're going to go scout ahead while Christine's looking around. And I don't need to open my VPN. Sorry, I'm trying to get like 2 different things going at once. Oh wait, I don't need that. I need this. So Christine, what kind of thing are you trying to think about?
Specifically to do with this weird darkness and the fact that it moves and it's reacting to obviously what is a holy light of some sort.
The land is obviously cursed. And looking down at it, you can see that this curse seems reactive. An organic type of curse. Above you, a plume, a murder of black feathers erupts out of a tree. And for a moment, as you look up, you think, how cursed can this place be, as the crows form into the shape of a skull above your head?
Pretty cursed.
I'm not even kidding, they actually do. And then they fly off.
Okay.
This curse is the most overdramatic curse you've seen in quite some time.
It's making itself apparent.
Yeah, seriously, like this is like listening to My Alchemical Romance.
And supposedly this thing has been
My Alchemical
encroaching.
Courtship.
This thing has been encroaching on lands around it for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
Why haven't they brought in clerics?
Maybe they are just not taking the work.
Or maybe something happened. It seems at one point one of the torchbearers had been by here.
Can I cast light on the lamppost?
Yes, you may.
Alright.
Cool. Scouting ahead, which way are you headed?
Trying to help it out a little.
Good.
Does the trail just go off or does it kind of go like...
So basically, the road goes up toward where you're supposed to be going, over toward Turtleford, and then kind of veers up to the north as well, but that's not the direction you're headed.
makes me think of like the scene in Beauty and the Beast, like the animated one where they're going along and it's like, you can go this way or that way. Obviously you want to go this way, but you're going to go that way.
I mean, it's your game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just facilitating.
And how far back are they at this point at this cross?
How far are you leaving them back?
I just wanted to see if there was something that happened with my tracks after I left, or if I went too far, if I would even be able to see them behind me. Like, I'm just sketched.
Okay, well, why don't you go ahead and do me a favor?
Uh-oh.
And if you're heading into Falenmoore, so you're stepping into the shadow, I need you to make me a wisdom save.
Oh,
Oh dear.
You got a nat 1? So you are going to walk across the field in front of you, and there is a flutter of furious wings,
wings.
bats, all around you.
And from the ground?
Somehow, you turn and suddenly you are standing in a copse of trees, naked, skeletal, old, grim,
I thought you
dark
were describing
trees.
me for a second. I was like,
No.
what happened?
And as you turn around, behind you is nothing but forest, and in front of you is nothing but forest. To the sides,
Uh-oh.
where's Mars? The rest of you look and
Uh-oh.
see that there are some footprints leading off the trail into the shadowy land
Oh,
of the
no.
field.
Shit. Where did she go?
Hold on.
Was anybody looking?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Like, she walked down it looks like a road, and she's gone.
Can I roll perception and see if I noticed her walk off?
You can make me a. You didn't notice her walk off because she's super sneaky, but you can make me a survival roll to try to track her and find out where the hell she went.
And
I
this
just
is
started
open
doing
fields
that.
around us, right?
It's an open field.
Oh my god, that's okay. At least it was
Where'd
a
she
7 and not a
go?
nat 1.
17.
So looking down, you can see that she did leave some tracks in the muddy ground, and they seem to have headed off toward the wilting
11.
grass on the side of the road to the right, over by that potato field. Maybe she's over there hiding amongst the trees on the other side of the field. That's a good acre and a half away. Then again, the ground does slope a little. She could have fallen in a hole or been plucked away by a giant eagle. But you
Well-
didn't see her use that app.
No.
Well, looks like she went off into the potato field, but I mean,
Why would you go there?
why does she do most things she does?
Because I don't know.
Kelly, can I roll insight to see if potentially I put together the fact that walking into the shadows of Falenmoore might be a problem?
Yes, you may.
Because me, I know that, but I want to see if
You can make
MacLeod
insight
put
or
together.
religion. Either one of those would
I
probably...
would prefer insight personally. So that
At least I'm just not naked and skeletal.
20.
It's true. 20.
Yes, I rolled 13.
Cursed lands follow different rules than everything else. Going into those wastes, who knows what would happen. But you know that she's nowhere else. Your gut tells you that
Okay,
that's a very Mars thing to do.
Zeno,
Yeah.
step away from the shadow line.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely a curse
Do you know what
on
form?
that land. I don't know. I don't have a big lands covering curse ability.
I mean, you never know.
I mean, have you ever heard of anything like that in Pastoral?
No.
We don't get that stuff. We probably shouldn't go in there one by one. Let's maybe hold onto each other, tie each other together before we walk through.
Hey, Kelly.
Oh wait,
So I
Ferris
have a
here.
feeling
Yeah.
that's what's happened to Mars.
Have I ever heard
Weird.
anything about
Yeah.
anything like this in my time in family's library or
Do you have the religion skill?
no?
Do you have Arcana?
Yes, I'm proficient in it.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and make me a roll.
23.
23. I mean, you've heard stories of this type of thing. Yeah, not cursed lands, but with the Feywild. Absolutely. Places where the Fey realm breaches into the mortal plane. It's totally likely. It could look like you're walking through sometimes like a silk veil at a carnival. And then suddenly you're plucked away by one of the Fae to serve in their minds, to be a concubine for all eternity, or to maybe be a special guest at dinner.
Creepy.
You won't be having seconds, but they will.
Could also be Fae.
Fair.
Like, I've read about stuff like this before. You know, it could be something to do with the Feywilds instead of a curse. You know,
It feels cursed. But
So what do
I
we
don't have
do?
any experience with that.
Farah says, looking around.
I mean, we have to go in regardless to get to where we're supposed to be going.
I mean, we could have just walked across the path.
That's not the Mars way.
You're in another plane of
I
existence.
know. I'm just saying, it's not the Mars way.
Quiet, you.
But
yeah,
I
unfortunately.
think before we cross the line, let's try at least holding on to each other, maybe
Yeah.
being tied together.
Might make a difference.
It might. It might not, but it might.
You know, it might help prevent us ending up like Mars, and who knows where.
Yeah.
So tie yourselves to the post?
No,
No,
to
to each other.
Okay.
I mean,
Like, we're gonna have to go in regardless.
Yes, that's true.
So
Let's do it.
let's try it, and here's hoping we find Mars on the way.
All right, So we'd tie ourselves up.
All right.
Too bad Mars is missing this.
You link yourselves up. And as you step off the trail, you feel a mist rise up around your ankles. You feel it against the bare flesh of your skin, the bare flesh of your ankles, even if you're wearing boots. It crawls up your pant leg and wraps you, swaddles you in chill. You take a step forward, and the muck of the potato field consumes the tip of your boot with a sucking slurp. Do you continue?
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile,
But were we going into the field, or were we just continuing along the path?
I don't know, I thought you were going to the field.
I thought we were following Mars' footsteps.
Okay, I don't know. I thought we were just gonna cross over
maybe
the
we
line
have
and
to.
cross the path towards where
Alright,
we're
show of
going.
hands. Who's following into the field?
Like,
Were
who's going after Mars' footsteps?
Are we following Mars, or are we following the path the way we were?
Or are we just
Go.
abandoning Mars here?
That's
Roll a new
fine.
character, Mars.
I mean,
Alright.
I was
I
gonna.
just wanted to be clear because I wasn't sure what we'd
Yeah.
like.
I thought
We're
you were.
talking
I thought you were following the footsteps. That was
Okay.
Yeah,
my
that's what I was
understanding.
thinking.
Have to go retriever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on the other side,
Oh,
that's where your friends are.
I'll look on the other side.
You got friends on the other side. You find yourself standing in the middle of a clearing. All around you are these skeletal trees reaching toward a blood-red sky.
ooh, cool. All right. And that's the sound I'm getting from like the trees and like the wind.
It sounds like someone's breathing over your shoulder.
Oh no.
You turn, there's nothing there.
Oh, okay, good. Cool. Cool.
As you look back over your shoulder again, this perfectly circular clearing now has two paths jutting out of it.
Ooh.
One headed south?
I wasn't there before.
No, they weren't. They're opposite each other. And both seem to head into these tunnels of overlapping branches.
Oh. Okay. Is there any difference between the two?
You can hear... Make me a perception roll. Let's find out what you do here. Yes, you're actively listening at this point. 2 total.
Yeah, I'm rolling bad tonight.
The wind is whistling in your ears, and you can't quite see where, or you can't make out what's the difference. It's quite dark, actually, and what's strange about this darkness is that you can see in the dark, but the dimness here is oppressive.
So I actually feel like I'm squinting to try to see it.
Yeah, you can still see through it, but it's hazy. It's like your eyes are milking over.
Alright.
You can head to the north or south. We're going to call them north and south, but who knows what the direction they actually are.
Okay.
Left or right? Up or down?
I'm gonna go this way.
All right. Turning, you slowly make your way. And you walk into the funnel of trees. The growth here is so bare. It reminds you of the vineyards in the Southlands that your parents took you to on a picnic once when you were a child. It was a little late in the season, and the sun had been particularly harsh that time of year, and you'd watch the vines char up into that flaky, like, almost ivy vine.
Crunchy.
And all of the branches are like that, shedding bits of splinter down on you as you walk. As you do, something lands above you, and flakes are going to tumble down on you.
I'll look up at it.
A crow looks down at you, the largest one that you've seen in quite some time, about the size of a hawk.
Hey.
Nevermore. And it's going to take off.
What? Okay, and then she keeps going.
The crow circles. Or maybe sometimes.
Or maybe sometimes what?
Nevermore.
Nevermore.
Dead by dawn. And it'll fly off into the night. Afternoon, morning, whatever the hell.
So how am I supposed to know?
As you go further down the tunnel, you'll see that it comes to a rutted, dusty path.
Huh.
And on the left side of the road, you can see that there is a cemetery.
Oh.
And to the right, you can see that there is some type of structure in the distance. It looks like a windmill. It's the sails of the windmill are old and canvas and pockmarked and ripped. And
Is it moving or not?
it's moving. It's moving with the pace of a dying man. Just
I'd head towards the windmill.
okay. The rest of you, can I get you to make me a? This is going to be a group check, and it's going to be investigation. I got a nat 20.
Dang.
17.
26.
26.
18.
You guys did pretty good.
Did you get? What'd you get, Amy?
17.
17. All right, then. You will continue forward. The windmill, the actual house attached to it, is old gray wood. Once upon a time, it was white. A beautiful, brilliant cream. But over time, the paint has flecked off, and now it's the faded... How to say it? It looks like clown makeup. That kind of splotchy grease paint, barely sticking to the wood. In places, it curls completely off like a long fingernail.
Ew.
But you can smell spices. And you think paprika, tomatoes, and roasted meat. And you can see that the boarded, shuttered windows are emitting a soft hue. There's a light on inside.
Can I try to see through the window?
Yeah.
Or like through some of the shuttering?
Mm-hmm. When you put your face up to it, you can see that there is an old woman stirring a pot of stew, from the looks of it, in a fireplace.
Okay.
It's a fairly cozy residence inside. There are doilies. There's an easy chair with a couple of rips in it, but it looks like whatever damage has been done to that chair in the past has been patched up by mismatched types of fabric. So you'll have the brown leather of the chair
Does
matched
she look-
up with gagnum.
Does she look
Gingham.
human, or can I tell like what kind of race she is?
From this angle, you're thinking that she's human.
Okay, so she's not huge or anything.
No. She's like about 5 foot, 5'2" maybe.
Okay. Alright, cool. Can I see like where there might be a door?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a door just over there, about 10 feet away.
I'll go over and knock on the door.
Hello?
Hello? May I come in?
Who's there?
My name is Marisol.
I don't have your parasol.
Thanks. I don't need it.
And she'll wander over, and you'll hear the creak of her footsteps moving through the old windmill house. Millhouse? Millhouse.
Millhouse.
Thrill house.
Ooh.
Alright. And she will approach, and you'll hear a sliding bar behind the door, and she'll open it. And there's a length of rope that's holding the door shut in case you try to force it. And she'll look at you with a milky blue eye. Who'll be you?
I was walking through the forest and I might be sort of lost.
Horns.
Yeah, it's a condition.
Hurry. And she'll slam the door in your face, and you'll hear as she slides the rope away and opens the door hurriedly for you. Hurry, hurry, inside, before they see you.
Oh, okay.
She'll slam the door and bolt it again. She'll turn and grab you by the face.
Blech.
Long fingernails pulling down at the corners of your eyes as she looks into your eyes, looks under them, looks all around the red and pink spots. Did you come across anyone else as you were traveling?
A crow.
What did it say?
Nevermore.
He's an asshole. Never mind him.
Okay.
What is your name, girl?
Marisol.
Ah, yes, the one with the parasol. I don't have a parasol.
I don't need it.
My name is Josephina.
Josephina.
Why are you here?
I was with an adventuring group and looks like I got disconnected from them.
How long have you been traveling? It's not safe for a lone traveler to be on the road this late at night.
Well, when I left, it was just the morning. So this is weird.
What is the morning like? Where you come from?
Sweating hard.
I have once...
How long have you been here?
Josephina was beautiful once. Josephina had all of the boys and some of the girls.
Wow, sounds like me.
Yes. Perhaps you are here to take this deed from Josephina when her time is here. Yes, this could be your manner. But first, soup. I was making goulash.
Goulash. I don't want to eat your food. I've got some of my own.
No, I came into quite a bit of meat recently.
Oh?
Yes.
What is it?
Yes.
What kind of meat?
Pig.
Wild boar?
Yes. Untamed long pig.
That's a catch. I'm impressed.
A beast slew it on the side of the road, but I got to it before the maggots. And Josephina knows some tricks.
I'm sure you do.
And not just with the boys. And some of the girls.
Oh my gosh.
Here. And she'll dip a deep, wide, hand-carved wooden ladle into the boiling mixture and pull out steaming red broth and bits of onion and meat and pour it into a bowl for you with shaking hands. Here, eat. It's good for you. It's an old family recipe. I learned it from Chobari tribesmen. They love paprika.
This is gonna be a like Hades and the pomegranate sort of thing.
Have you ever?
I'm sure.
Have you ever met a Chobari? Big. A Chobari. The tribes people. The lawmakers.
Oh, that sounds very interesting.
Oh, big burly ones, the lot of them,
yes.
with stern faces and dark hair.
But first, you trust me?
Do I trust you?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I trust you?
You said so yourself. I had horns.
Yes. And they haven't seen you.
Who's they?
The ones out there. Pausing you and going back over here. You find yourselves, you walk for a bit. And as you do, you don't lose sight of the road. Make me a wisdom save, actually. I got a 3.
Oh no.
Oh no.
This is a group wisdom save.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, come
I
on
think
through.
you'll probably be fine.
Luckily, this is my powerful one.
Okay, what'd you get?
Good.
Let me just double check what I have.
Because I think I burped at the same time.
8.
8?
8.
Dang.
Hold on, let me pull out a different dice because the other ones are failing me today.
26.
I not one.
Okay, so Christine, so you're like, you take point here. Okay, you're a brave dwarf. So you start and as you do, you cast glances back, and you're like, okay, it's good. You'll hold the rear up. It'll be fine. So long as you don't lose sight of the road, you keep looking back, you anchor the group. This was the plan. This was the plan originally. Right? Because that's what they say. You never lose sight of the road.
Yeah.
If you leave the road in fairy tales, you never lose sight of it. So long as she doesn't lose sight of it, she's at the back. So you march forward, and then you glance backwards, because you're like, you think you see some trees in the distance. In fact, that spattering of trees seems to be far denser than you thought. It's like they rise out of the ground suddenly in your vision, and you turn backwards, and you don't see her anywhere. And then you look back, and she's already 10 feet ahead of you, like staring at the trees. You don't know how that happened.
Where am I?
You are just kind of standing right next to, basically it's the 3 of you with Farah, and Tia is just like, Durr.
I don't want to yell. I don't want to catch any attention.
Okay.
Shit, we have to go get her. She took her eyes off the road.
Looking back, you can't see the road anymore.
Oh!
One.
You did so well. I'm so sorry.
We brought you down.
I'm sorry for my nat 1.
Well, because I got a total of 7 with my 3 or something,
Nice.
7 or 8. You got a
Shamed.
7, and then a 1. It was like you were powerlifting, Christine. There was no way you were helping that.
I'm sorry. Where's the shame bin for the dice?
It's in the closet.
Could use it, but that's okay.
All right.
I love you, Amy.
However, glancing back, you are going to have more control of this. Amy, you are going to be...
Oh, look, a distraction.
Yeah, basically. Prone, restrained, stunned. No, you're none of these things. Okay, cool. So you are going to be beckoned forward. And you can see that at the base of her feet, Christine, and once you point this out, the rest of us will notice as well, a dirt path begins to form. Like it was always there, ending right at the base of your friend's feet.
Did you guys see that too?
Yep.
Path she's on?
I thought we were in a field.
Yeah, that wasn't there a second ago. It's just formed under her.
Alright.
Jesus.
And it's leading through the trees?
Yeah. God damn it, this thing's trying to lead her somewhere.
Which one?
Who knows? It's probably leading deeper into the curse, so.
I meant which god? What's a Jesus?
Oh, shut up.
Someone write down what's a Jesus. That's a quote for tonight.
It's hard to remember to swear by Vela.
By Vela!
I was actually thinking about that in the car on my way here. I'm like, we always say Jesus, but Jesus isn't a god in this world.
You don't know that.
That's true.
Oh.
He is an awesome god.
I just hear my grandmother in her grave being like, "I use the Lord's name in vain."
Which Lord?
The Lord?
The Lord?
The Lord?
The Lord.
Don't
The
use
Lord's-
the Lord's name.
I'm the Lorax and I speak for the trees.
The trees say, shut up, let's roleplay.
Understood.
You're the one who derailed it.
It's true. It's true. Now to re-railroad it. All right. Despite being a bit Twitter-pated, Amy, you all have a high enough score that you can see your perception shows in the distance beyond a length of trees down the road. You can see some shapes that are distinctly non-natural. Right angles. Do you go?
I'm following the path, right?
If you'd like to, yeah. You'd probably
Yeah,
you
there's a
want to.
path. They said to stay on the path, right? Okay, yeah. I can follow the path.
Continuing down the path, you can hear the sound of birds taking flight overhead. But they're not birds. Bats. Dozens of them. Are you being quiet as you're going? Or are you just going at a normal pace?
I think I was probably initially going more stealthy, but if I rolled in that one,
Yeah,
and
let's-
I'm a little bit not functioning properly, I think.
I think so too. I think you're a little
And
stoned.
seems like a really good route to go, follow this path. So, we're gonna go with not being very stealthy at all. But not, like, being out there, like, yeah, not trying to draw attention, probably not concealing herself very well.
Okay.
This is all just really weird.
As you continue down the way, you come to the edge of this canopy of trees. And you can see that on the left side of the road is a graveyard. To the right, an achingly old, decrepit windmill. And you can smell it smells lovely. You can smell burned flesh, the two of you. And you can smell blood. And looking down, the ground is spattered with it here. It's soaked into the dark earth, but you can still see. Both of you give me a perception roll. Yep. Don't worry about it, Amy. I'll tell you when it's time.
I wasn't sure if it was us yet or if you were still talking to Amy.
Okay, Farrah's gonna fail her roll.
30.
She
30?
30.
Jesus. 22.
22. Both of you are going to look down at the ground. Glancing around, you can see that there is something shiny. Gold. You can see the edge of a gold ring in the mud.
gonna poke her with a sword, and like kind of like
A
Pick it up as an
finger
arrow.
twitches up,
Well,
Oh.
still attached to the ring, but nothing else. A bone juts out from the mutilated flesh.
Can I investigate the ring?
Absolutely.
I don't want to touch it yet. I just want to look at it.
They pull a root out of the ground, Amy.
Okay, so I can see them.
You can see, yeah.
Okay, so I haven't lost sight of them.
No, they're still tied to you.
you're just seeing different things.
Yeah.
And while she does that, where can I tell where the smell is of like burnt flesh is coming from?
It's coming from the windmill.
So she should probably avoid that.
Why? Did you say that out loud?
What's that? 18?
Why?
It's gold. It has insignia written on it in Halfling. Uses the common alphabet. You can make me an insight roll to try to figure out what it says if you don't speak Halfling.
I don't.
I don't know. I'm feeling
speak
kind of hungry.
Halfling.
I don't think anybody does.
If you're feeling kind of hungry, why are you...
25.
Like,
25?
do I see... Like, are
Insight's
you,
like my power stat.
As you
Going to
hold it up,
make
you
a-
can see that it's engraved on the
turn
outside.
towards the window?
I'm just wondering
In
why you
this
say we should avoid
flowing
it. Because
script.
it seems like whoever's over there.
And it says,
Did you smell that? It smells great.
It smells like burning flesh and blood.
It's a really weird way to put it.
one ring to my one and only.
I was waiting for that. Like, you've got it. The way you described it has
From
to be like.
your precious husband.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Yeah, that windmill smells like burning flesh and death. So...
Oh, so have we
You're
figured
not
out that
veg-
Amy's near us, or?
Yeah, you're still tied to her.
Yeah.
You've
I'm
all
just
been walking
further
together.
along and I'm just like really out of it.
How did we see that she was like way ahead of us?
Like 10 feet.
Yeah, she's 10 feet ahead. 10
I said
feet
10 feet.
Did you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, because I heard like she's some way off in front of
I
us.
said 10 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, he said she's ahead of you about 10 feet.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We're dealing with illusions. It gets a little confusing.
This is all very bizarre.
It is bizarre. So bizarre.
But what did you just pick up there?
It's a ring. It's like somebody's wedding band.
What's...
I mean, it was attached to a finger, so that's
Yeah.
nice.
Wait, what?
It was on a finger.
Yeah, I just picked the finger out of the mud with my sword.
But you saw it.
I don't even remember. What? No, I didn't see anything.
No, Kelly said that you saw them pick up a...
A root.
Oh. Oh, weird. When they pointed out, say it, does it look like a finger now? Or does it still look like a twig?
Do you still hold the finger?
What?
with his sword.
Yeah, that
Make me
guy.
another wisdom save, Amy. Would you get a 1?
No, I rolled a 5 this time, but that will make it a...
You don't really. It
It'll be
doesn't.
a 12.
You're like maybe,
I know.
maybe it's really dirty.
Mm.
You just don't really care about it.
Mm.
Besides, people lose fingers all the time, right?
Yeah, that's true.
You grew up near a leper colony.
No, to me,
Grew up around merchants and blacksmiths.
Yeah, like people lose fingers all the time.
All the time. Yeah.
no, I think to me this would look like the curse is affecting her. Right?
Yeah, Tia normally cares a lot more than this.
That's fine.
Remove curse.
What level spell is that again?
It's a third.
Do you have a lighter version of that?
There's no such thing,
Hmm.
Remove curse is the only one.
Okay. All right, you're gonna do that.
But like dispel magic is also third
I thought
level.
wasn't there lesser restoration?
Yeah, that's,
That deals with like...
disease
Yeah, that's-
or condition.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Stuff
All
like
right, so
blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Yeah.
all right, so you're gonna cast remove curse.
I was thinking I would.
All right, so what is the mechanic on that?
Vocal, somatic.
And it just
One action, touch, instantaneous. At your touch, all curses affecting one creature or object end. If the object is a cursed magic item, its curse remains with the
Cool.
spell breaks its owner's attunement to the object, so it can be removed or discarded.
Oh.
so Amy, she's going to reach out and just touch you, and suddenly you're going to see a bloody torn finger laying on the ground and realize that you're standing on the side of the road in this bare and blasted landscape with a smell of a charnel house in your nose. In fact, you think you're stepping on something squishy right now.
What am I stepping in?
You are stepping on a tongue.
Oh.
Half a tongue, if that makes you feel better. Just the front.
Where's the other half?
You have no idea.
Does it look like it's been like bitten off or like cut off?
Cut off.
Oh, well, that's slightly better. Maybe.
Excuse me? That means somebody did the cutting.
Yeah, but it means that no one has been chewing on it.
How's the soup inside of the
I asked her a question.
the mill house, and you said
Who's out there?
evil people.
Are they trying to kill you?
They're trying to kill everyone.
Why?
Because they're evil.
Don't mind me, I'm not very wise.
That's obvious.
Yeah.
Here. Cheers. And she'll ting her bowl against yours. It's not poison, I promise. I wouldn't poison you.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't I? Because you're my friend now.
Oh.
You're not evil. You're not a demon.
How do you know?
I've met a demon. He wasn't you.
She is a demon.
Shh.
Alright, cool. I'll eat the soup.
Yeah, alright, damn straight. Good. Do you have inspiration still?
Yeah.
Alright, you still do. I'd give you more inspiration, but you haven't spent it. Alright, so it's quite good. It smells like it's got a really, it's just the perfect level of salty.
Halflings, salty little bitches.
Salty little bitches, you say? Nice. Alright. How have they not broken into here to get at you?
This is magic. I've warded it. I learned some things in my youth.
Ooh, something you can teach me?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Yes, I could. What would you trade for it? Such a pretty face.
Oh, actually, that's a lie. I've been told that recently that I was quite pretty. Thank you. I'm not sure. What could you teach me?
I could teach you how to move silently, invisibly, so that they can't catch you. I can teach you how to make good soup.
Alright.
Shut your eyes. This would be
I'm listening to what she's doing as well.
this.
For certain movements.
It sounds fine, actually.
Does it sound like she's trying to get a tool of some sort?
Sounds like she's opening a cabinet. Yeah.
I'm not side of figured like.
I peek through my fingers.
She's going into her cabinet and grabbing a book.
Okay.
Let's see. The trick is that one has to be prepared. Your first lesson will begin now. The three of you and Farah, do you approach the mill house?
Does it look like that might be the way that,
Do we see any marks of Mars' passing?
Why don't you go ahead and make me a survival or investigation roll?
This is
literally what I
fun.
was about to ask. So, yes.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be a mess.
24.
24
survival?
for survival?
Yeah.
Ugh.
22.
Well,
22 for investigation?
No, survival.
Survival, okay.
Survival's a wisdom skill. Investigation's intellect.
Yeah. I am not smart. I am wise.
7.
I
I'm
am
not
so
wise,
wise.
but I'm pretty intelligent.
Ooh, our red sky's great.
13.
13. You can see that there are tracks leading over to the windmill.
They look about Mars
They're
size.
definitely Mara. You can even see like the little flick of her tail once or twice.
Ugh.
Well,
Alright.
It looks like she went to the windmill.
Yeah.
Let's go find her.
Alright, let's go.
It could have been that or a graveyard, okay?
Approaching the mill house, you can hear the creaking of the actual sails overhead.
This is disgusting.
And you can see that light is shining from inside. Are you going to the door, to the windows?
I'm gonna peek through the window.
All right. Who else is peeking through the windows?
I'm gonna go to the door.
Okay, you're gonna go to the door.
I'll
Farrah's
peek
gonna
through
peek
the
through the
window.
windows too. So everyone who's peeking through the window can make me an investigation roll.
I'm gonna be trying to approach the door stealthily, though.
Wow, Farrah, you could learn to roll better.
It was in
23.
investigation, you said?
23.
23.
Investigation.
19.
19.
Well, for stealth, that's an 18.
Do I need to stealth?
Christine, roll again. You would probably have advantage for this, having
Okay.
cast Remove Curse.
Yeah, no.
No?
19.
Okay. Oh, 19 again? Okay.
Well, no, I rolled a 1 on my second one. So
So
I'm
what?
going with the earlier one.
Looking through, you'll see a decrepit, barren little hovel. It's dusty and grimy, and there's a boiling cauldron on top of a fire. And you can see that there's bones in the fireplace, propped up like logs. And you can see Mars sitting in a comfy chair. An old woman looking like any old woman that you'd ever seen before is standing in front of her talking. And as she's talking, she has a length of leather.
A
And
stroke.
sharpening. Yeah. And is sharpening a razor blade. While Mars covers her eyes.
In I go.
Dwarven thrower through the window!
As she does this, and I need initiative off of everybody, you, however, Mike, look inside and you see something completely different.
Oh.
You see an old, grizzled, green-skinned woman with long, flowing white hair, knuckles on top of knuckles, these bony protrusions that end in serrated claws.
Oof.
You see what can only be described as a hag. And let's get some initiative off here.
21.
Ooh, that door is getting kicked down.
Can I roll?
Well, I sure am at the door.
You can roll.
You're
We'll
at
get
the
to you in
window?
just a sec. You're at the door and
I'm
you
at the
hear the
door.
crash, so you get the initiative as well.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to call out for initiative above 20.
21.
Okay. Above 15.
15.
Okay. 14, 13, 12.
11.
Okay. Xena?
10.
Okay.
Farrah?
Farrah was right after you went.
Okay.
Wow, I'm.
I know, you
horribly.
failed initiative for a change.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just put on some creepy music.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Yeah, you can't win them all.
It's true. When I have so many D20s to choose from, sometimes I don't choose a winner.
Okay, so
Yep.
which one are we
I feel
doing?
that.
We're doing...
Like, I feel that.
Oof.
It's a little ridiculous.
This is all I have.
All right, so you throw your dwarven thrower through the window straight at her?
Yeah.
Cool. You may make this attack with advantage because she doesn't see you.
I love advantage. Nat 20, bitches!
Yeah!
Shit.
One shot the bitch.
Okay.
Okay,
What a
so
hag.
now, does that mean I reroll all damage dice?
You roll all dice twice, yes.
4d8, here I come.
Yep.
Dang.
You
girl.
only add static modifiers once.
Yeah.
But dice, have fun.
Dang. Dang, dang, diggity, dang, dang.
Not very good.
Oh. Is it
Uh,
4 ones?
No.
Oh.
It's better than that.
Better than that, yeah.
14 damage.
14 damage.
Yeah, I rolled a lot of 2s.
That's sad.
All right, so the dwarven thrower crashes through the window, and you'll hear a scream. You're gonna probably look up at this point, right?
Yeah.
And you see the old woman has been struck in the side of the temple by a flying hammer of Vela.
What the?
All right, what do? The window has been burst open.
I look at the window. What's
You
attacking us?
Those two assholes. And Farah.
Oh, hi, Farah.
Which, did you quickly say what you saw?
Yeah.
So what do you say?
Yeah, what is it? That's a hag.
So you hear, boom, psh, that's a hag.
That's a hag!
Alright, I'm gonna assume it is, in fact, a hag that I just, for whatever reason, couldn't see through the curse enough. Because, holy shit, that's been going on already, so...
Yep, it happens.
Sure, I'm gonna believe you know 100%.
All right.
What? Why did you hit her? She's just an old lady.
These two assholes.
You're under
All
the curse,
right.
Marisol!
What curse? She was giving me soup.
She's gonna cut you!
She's gonna teach me stuff.
Yeah, like how to get in her cauldron.
Farah is.
That would have been lovely.
You're insane.
All right.
Yes.
Farah is gonna just kind of stand there for a moment. Amy, what do you do?
I'm going to crash through the door and
Okay. So do
Because-
you have? You need to make me a crash through the door roll.
okay. Is the door locked then?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's got the.
I mean, you're running face first into the door.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm gonna spend inspiration.
Okay. Are you going into a bear or are you going a steel?
Does it seem like something I should bear up for? I should bear up for this.
I mean, 1,000 pounds of bear are probably gonna help you go through
I
that.
probably would. Or a rhino.
Or rhino.
Ooh, rhino up!
I don't have stats for rhino.
Too bad. We can find them.
That would take way too much time.
Just turn into a whale. Jump on top of the house and turn into a whale. Alternatively, you could turn into a mouse and run under the door.
That's true. I could.
And
But,
hide.
You're always thinking too big. You need to remember
know.
that small is a thing.
yeah, I know. But just,
How
her
many times
default
can
is
you-
definitely smash.
How many times can you change?
Yes.
I can do 2 per day right now.
So, I mean, you can kick or you can shapeshift.
I'm gonna kick because I don't know. I
Okay,
think there
give me
might
a
be
strength
more
roll.
things. Yeah, and I spent inspiration, so
That's
you know.
2Ds.
Do these. Dice don't fail me. Oh, you assholes!
These
That's
two
a-
assholes.
These
Is it just strength, pure strength, or
So
athletics?
it's an attack roll.
Um.
So you get your proficiency.
Okay. So in that case, it's gonna be 10.
10.
10.
All right. So you're going to kick the door and it's going to tremble on its frame. Would you like to do anything else? I'll say that's your move action if you'd like to do something else.
Sure.
Because you're basically just walking on a door.
I just want to break through this door. Let me just. Why do I make mistakes? I should have gone through the window.
So you try it.
I'm gonna attack it then.
I mean, I don't even have to go in, I just can throw through the window.
your druid goes bam,
Are you having a
bam
bad day?
right into a door.
Are you having a bad day?
Yes. She's not recovered fully from being under the effects of whatever spell that was.
All right.
Like accurate.
So you hit the door.
Yep, and just yeah. I mean, I successfully attacked the door.
You successfully attack the door. You knock one of the boards inward, kind of like cutting a wedge through it, and like are looking through it like, ah, here's Johnny, kind of that. All right, Zeno.
I'm gonna spend inspiration on this.
Okay,
Yeah,
and you're doing what?
I'm making an attack
Okay.
with my bow.
Okay.
So, with inspiration on that, for my advantage, because I make 3 attacks on the first round,
Yeah.
so they all, or just one.
Oh.
We fudged this for the stream. But what's it like for real? Let's find out. Inspiration. I think it's only on 1 roll though. But let's check the book real quick.
Well, goodbye. They're gone forever.
It's gone forever. Inspiration.
Oh, and it really blends with the carpet, too.
125.
I can see it, but
Oh, thank you. There's a D6 down there.
by the mic stand. On
By
the
the mic
star in
stand?
the carpet.
Oh yeah, I see it,
Mhm.
but I can't reach it.
No.
What color is it?
It's
An attack
it's-
roll.
Okay, so 1.
It's
So
just
one, yeah.
Oh, I see it now.
Okay, so I'll roll 4 dice then.
My page.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if Winter stretches out with her foot.
Well, I mean,
grab it,
choose
but-
one attack for it to function under, right?
I'll be gone forever.
Okay.
Like I said, it's gone forever.
I'm not gonna be
Okay,
doing that
what
many
is
plus
happening here?
technologies, too.
Why is everybody itchy?
I don't know.
I hiccuped.
We're just itchy, okay?
I no.
Alright, so that's a 15, a 15, and a 14.
15, 14,
15.
and those are your totals?
Yes.
Okay. So nothing higher than a 15? All right, you're going to fire 3 arrows directly into this old green-skinned hag who is going to just almost ghost out of the way.
Oh.
And then suddenly, you are going to hear Farah say, "Zeno, there's one behind you." Zeno! Can you make me an insight check?
Yes.
Was that an at one?
That was in that one?
You're
Okay.
doing so good tonight.
There's one directly behind you. You should probably turn around. Oh shit.
Oh no.
So you flinch over, and as you glance back, she's in your face with her claws directly in it. So that's going to be, oh god. Well,
Everything is fine.
everything is fine. Oh god.
Fine.
Everything's fine. She screams and claws your face, you know?
Okay.
You are going to take,
It's okay. Scars will make you look rugged.
it's true, 13, 18.
If I hadn't tried to make the extra damage, I probably would have hit.
32 points of damage to your face.
Oh!
Right to the face.
Ouch.
Applied directly.
I'll take your face then!
What's 85 minus 32?
53.
53, thank you.
Math.
That was the easy math.
Numbers.
Alright, so that's what she's going to do. At which point, Farah's going to probably wake up and she'll act next round because this system actively discourages holding initiative. I read part of the errata. They hate you holding initiative.
Yeah.
Yep, you're not supposed to be able to do it.
You ready in your action?
You can ready an action that's not the same as holding your turn.
Yeah, no.
They hate holding turns, which is something that I think is pretty great. Alright, Christine, you're back up. Your hammer flies back into your hand.
I'm gonna throw it at her again.
Alright, what do you got?
19.
19 is a hit.
Damage.
15 damage?
Yep.
Alright. Your hammer once again collides in her form. She's right in front of you this time, so you take a step back and launch into her. It's going to hit her square in the chest and knock her back a little. Winter, can you make me a wisdom save?
Oh
Or
no.
pardon me, make me an investigation roll.
An investigation?
Yeah, this will be reflexive for you.
Seven.
This old woman like screams and tries to defend herself from Zeno, and she's trying to like push him away out the window, and he keeps trying to shoot her. You have no idea what's going on, but this place is making your friends insane. They showed up and there's something wrong about them. This place has changed them. It's infected them. There's something wrong. What do?
I try to stop Zeno.
How do you do that?
What are you using to like attack?
I have my bow out.
You could cut the string on his bow. Just giving you some options. You could do a lot of things. You could stab him in the face. That also is good.
I don't want to hurt them, but I'm trying to like de-escalate the situation.
I mean, if you knock him out, we'll be de-escalated.
Knock him out, you could cut the bowstring, you could...
I mean, cutting the bowstring is a fairly good one.
Yeah, it's true.
Because, I mean, you would carry extra strings because they do snap.
Yeah.
But it just would take you a round
You
or
could
two
also
to
tackle him
string.
through the window.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, I'll try a tackle.
That sounds great. So why don't you make me an athletics roll?
Is this contested at all by me?
Yes, it will be.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm going to give it to you at disadvantage, though, Mike, because you did just get your face, like, torn up.
That is
So
true.
you're probably a little blinded.
And you're also
12, but
expecting
I
your
don't
ally.
add anything to that.
You don't add anything at all?
Roll 12?
Yeah, 12, but athletics. If it was acrobatics, that would have been better.
You know what? You're flying through a small hole. I'll let you use acrobatics.
Oh, cool. So 12 plus 7
What'd you get?
and
15
plus
is my
6, so
lowest.
23.
Mine's lower than that.
Okay, so she is going to take a running cannonball through the window and is going to, like just slam you to the ground.
Mars, what the hell?
What the hell?
Farrah's going to do what she does best and cast Magic Missile.
What does Xeno's face look like to Mars?
Like it's covered in mud.
The hell?
And it
What's
is.
up with your fucking face?
What it looks like to everyone else is that Xeno has 4 deep slash marks bisecting his eyebrow. Like you're going across both eyebrows, his nose. A part of one of his nostrils is completely slit open.
Ooh.
That's gonna be a sexy scar.
I mean, not if she gets to you. So that is 4, 6, 12 points of damage. All right, Amy.
Oh boy. So I'm gonna cast Bark Skin on myself.
Okay, is that a bonus action?
Nope, it's just an action.
Okay.
I will. My AC goes up though, which is nice. So yay, and then I'm going to use a bonus action to turn into a bear
That's as you do.
with Bark Skin.
Okay.
As you do.
So
That's all I can do this round.
your bark is worse than your bite
Yeah, for now.
for now. All right. So can you move as well?
Yeah, I can still move.
Okay, cool.
I may just move to kind of, if I can,
To the window.
bonk Mars off, but it's not like an attack or an action. It'd just be kind of like a
You
blah.
can, you can move next to her.
Yeah.
Okay. Xeno.
So she like
She's on top of you.
She-
That is, but you can try to shove her aside with a contested athletics roll.
I will try and shove her aside.
Okay, both of you make a roll.
Okay, what am I rolling then for that?
You're gonna roll athletics for this because this is wrestling.
Okay.
Wrestler.
17.
Oh, 15.
She's used to pinning men,
That is very true.
so she's holding you down. Like,
Easy.
did you spend your inspiration already?
Yeah.
Take it back
Cool.
because you've been a good sport about all this.
Cool.
Meanwhile, inside the house.
Oh my. So is it you two that come outside and then the other two are still in?
Foolish little bitch of a dwarf! You should go back to whatever hole farted you out.
And I need you to make me a wisdom save.
What a hag.
What a hag.
Nat 20, honey.
All right.
So that is 28 in total.
Okay. So you can feel that the this insult cuts, but glances off the core of iron inside of your heart.
Get bent, bitch!
All right, and it is your turn.
Okay, does she look really damaged?
She looks kind of bent over, and she's kind of curled in on herself, like.
Back to whatever hole farted you out of it.
Do I know anything about hags?
You can make me an Arcana roll.
Okay.
You can see that there is kind
Will
of
that take my turn?
greenish. No.
Okay.
No, I allow reflexive knowledge rolls.
16?
They're pretty dangerous. Some more powerful hags, maybe she is, maybe she isn't, are very prone to like oath making, and they're fey creatures. They're pretty evil, and they're shapeshifters or illusionists. Kind of hard to tell, but you know they're fey. But as she's looking up, she has this kind of purplish black blood coating her lips and chin from where she's vomited it up.
Okay.
Because you hit her twice in the chest. Okay. What else are you doing? Now she is right at the window, so you're 5 feet back from the window at this point.
Okay, so this one is a bonus action to cast.
Okay.
And it says when you cast, you can make a melee spell attack. So
Okay.
that would also take your regular attack action, right? Or is it all part
What
of
is
the
the
bonus
spell?
action? Spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon.
I'm trying to remember how we've done this before.
It's a bonus.
So
spell?
the casting time is a bonus action.
Yeah.
So
When you cast, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon.
I would argue that let's go over this time that it doesn't take your action.
I don't think it does.
Okay, then
Because I think it
will-
summons it into play. Is it concentration?
No.
Oh yeah, because spiritual
It's duration.
weapon is really nice like that because if you took levels in barbarian, you could still cast that while raging, which I just read in the errata
So
last
then
night.
I want to cast this, attack her with it, and do my regular.
Okay.
Okay, so melee spell attack would mean I add my spell modifier, right? Spell attack modifier.
Yes. So your
Which I
wisdom.
believe is proficiency in wisdom.
Is it wisdom or is it charisma for
No, it's wisdom.
It is wisdom?
I'm
Okay.
a cleric. Of course, it's wisdom.
Well, paladins it's charisma. So like I'm just
No,
used to
there's a reason I have a +5 bonus on wisdom.
who
And a
needs
minus
charisma
on
when you have
charisma.
wisdom.
Yeah.
I have minuses on charisma. I am not charismatic at all.
That's okay. You are
Don't say
wise.
that. You're plenty charismatic.
22 to hit.
22 to hit. That is a hit.
Okay, and then that is...
Oh no! I
11 damage on that one. And then I'm going to throw my Dwarven Thrower at her as well. So she's going to get hit in the face with a spectral Dwarven Thrower, and get hit in the face with a real Dwarven Thrower, hopefully.
All right. Roll me damage.
Well, I rolled an 18 to hit on the Dwarven Thrower.
Okay, that's a hit.
There's 17 damage on that one.
Okay, 17 damage, and is that all of it? So 17 damage on both attacks.
No, I gave you damage already for the
Oh,
first
sorry. I was doing mental math about something. So
Okay,
17 and what was the first one?
Well, now I need to remember.
It was
Now I rolled the
12.
die.
And 12.
12?
Yeah, it was
Okay,
12.
thank you. I started thinking
Okay.
other numbers and then lost it completely.
That sounds good. All right, Winter.
Hi.
It's your turn.
I'm like, why are you attacking her?
Because she's a hag!
Huh?
Huh?
All right.
Because she's a hag throwing up an illusion.
I look back over my shoulder. She still looks like an old lady.
She does, and you'll actually see the dwarven thrower arc out and crack into her again. And then, what's the spiritual weapon look like? Is it
Another
hammer?
Dwarven hammer.
So, like
Another hammer of
a
Vela.
couple, two hammers are just going dong dong dong.
She's taking a lot of damage right now.
She has taken a lot of damage. She's a tough old bitch. She survived the depression, not like a worldwide depression. She just had a really bad couple of years. We can respect that. All right. So Farah is going to just. Okay. Let Zeno go. We've got bigger problems right now.
Okay.
Oh, that worked. All right, that's her turn. Amy.
Yeah. I'm confused.
All right. Make me an bear acrobatics roll to go through the window.
Bear acrobatics.
Bear
Wait, would that
acrobatics.
even fit?
I'll make myself fit.
She's gonna pull out the whole frame with her.
Probably.
She'll wear it like a skirt.
Well, if she botches, she gets stuck, and then is wearing the house like a skirt.
Which is gonna be a pain in the ass because of my area of
You
throwing.
just hit well, then you knock her in by hitting the bear in the ass. And technically,
This is like a Winnie the Pooh situation.
technically, the spiritual weapon would still be inside of the room, so you just have to run to another window and hit.
So I'm doing, okay, what am I, okay, I'm doing acrobatics?
You're doing acrobatics.
Or athletics, to just
Acrobatics.
plow through, okay.
Nope, acrobatics.
Yeah.
15.
All right, that's fine. So you're going to go through the window, taking a bit of the frame with you. It's going to go around your neck like a collar, and you're going to tumble into the room, crashing through an old, decrepit easy chair.
Cool. I want to attack.
All right, then you can attack.
Cool. So I've got my multi-attack as a bear with teeth and claws.
Oh God!
This is
Thank you,
fine.
Mike. Mike just sent next week's episode.
Oh my goodness.
It's great.
Okay, so blue is bite, silver thingy is claws.
This is
And
not
I
where I
might as well
expected us to
roll.
go tonight at all, by the way, guys.
Really? No?
No. Usually, as usual, Mars botched something, and then the story goes off in another direction.
We're not gonna get our mission done on time, I don't
We
think.
sure ain't.
Oh, sure you are.
We have no fucking clue where we are now.
Yeah, but maybe time also doesn't.
I said blue was...
Blue is bite.
Right. So that crits.
Oh.
Okay.
And then my claws, I rolled a 2.
All right.
So that's going to be 8.
All right. So you're going to bring your claws down, and they're going to miss her and slam into the ground, which gives you great leverage for a bite.
Okay, so I'm going to roll another dice here. I rolled my general damage.
Your generic damage.
Generic damage.
Well, that crit isn't that exciting because the original damage was a 1.
Okay.
Second dice was a 3, so that's
4
4
plus your strength.
plus...
Wait, are our
4.
rules if you crit you don't get max damage? Or
You
No,
roll
you roll
damage.
double.
You just roll your damage twice.
Oh.
So 8 damage with my crit.
All right. So you're going to bite deep into the flesh of her body, and given how voluminous her rags are, you expect there to be more flesh there, but no, it's just this grisly sinew. It's like biting into beef jerky on top of bone, and you pull away this mouthful of bile that you think
Ew.
is what's coursing through her veins.
Ew.
It tastes like swamp water. All right, and Zeno, you are on your back.
I am going to get up,
Okay, you spend your half your move action to get up.
and I want to shoot.
Okay.
her.
So she's gonna have a slight bonus because there's a bear in front of her, so she's got partial concealment.
That doesn't bother me.
It does not bother you.
No, because I have the Elven Marksman.
Oh,
Correct. So that doesn't bug me.
all right.
So I'll make my usual double attack.
I'll make your double attack.
One is going to be a 23,
Okay.
and one is going to be not a hit. It's under 10.
Okay, then that one's surprisingly not going to hit.
So we got a 23.
Okay.
What's a D8? That's not a D8. You, sir, you're a D8. It's 9, 10, 11, 21, 24.
24 points of damage, and
Yes.
so how does this happen? Where does it hit her?
Right between the eyes. Yeah. Right between the eyes.
All right, so your arrow flies over the bear's shoulder as your bear companion holds her in place with a bite to the midriff. That biley swamp water blood filling her mouth, and then this arrow goes right between her eyes, and she goes limp in your mouth. And as you are holding her, as you are holding her there, she falls on top of you, and you can hear, "Now, all of Falenmoore knows you're here." And she burps this blood into your ear canal,
Oh, dang, Kelly.
and then she shrivels in your mouth.
Ew, pruny.
Dang.
And we are out of combat.
Wow.
Ew.
Letting that go immediately.
You guys
That's
killed
really
her.
Fucking
Yeah,
disgusting.
we killed her.
Why?
Because she was a hag.
Can't
Marisol.
look at her.
Okay, so like... Okay, so she's a little old, but she's not a hag.
Marisol, like
What?
literal evil creature
Look,
hag.
look at her.
I'm looking at her.
As you look down, she's going to shift in your gaze is going to shift into that green-skinned monstrosity.
Ah,
Like
gross.
a literal fey creature hag.
Like, we walked up to the windows and she literally had a razor blade she was sharpening in front of you. And you were going like this.
Her cauldron is full of bones.
She was going to eat you and wear your face.
She did say I had a pretty face.
Let's get out of here. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on me.
Take it away from me if you keep.
No,
spamming
that's
it.
literally otherwise I would be roaring in general. This is replacing my voice.
I like your voice.
So yeah, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on me.
Do you want me to roleplay or not?
Yeah.
Roleplaying roars. That's what I'm doing.
Give me a roar.
So we can't understand you as a bear?
No, she's literally a bear.
She's a bear.
Like so.
She's making her commentary known.
I thought you were a magical bear.
Ish. Right now she's got bark skin.
5.
5?
Yeah.
Alright, so you'll stop the bleeding.
Okay.
But oh my god, you're looking at Zeno's face. Okay, give me another roar, because looking at his face is going to be that sound. I thought you were going to put on the eagle setting by mistake for a second.
Why would I do that?
Just, the bear's that surprised.
Or the loon.
Alright.
One day you had to turn into a loon.
Oh.
Yeah, you probably should. Because then you can learn the crane kick.
I'm already a loon.
Ow. That hurt.
Maybe there's something cool in her house.
Maybe. Let's have a quick look and then let's get out of here. Time to loot her house.
She was making soup.
I don't want
I
to
don't
soup.
think I want to eat that.
I'm
Like,
gonna
I
start
might
sniffing
still-
around.
It's
Perception.
honestly, the soup smells fairly good once you get into the house. Even for the rest of you.
I go check out the soup.
Knowing what we found outside, I don't really want to eat halfling soup.
You are going to find that there are some humanoid body parts stewing around inside.
And you hit it.
Eh,
Did it taste that bad?
it tasted really it tasted very porky. Human beings taste like pig.
Yeah.
Is what you hear.
I'm not
The
human.
bear elbows you like, hey, hey.
I'll elbow back and go, I'm not human.
So who's inside of the house?
I'm gonna go in the house.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody heads inside of the house, and I'd like everyone to make me an investigation check.
Can I do perception? I have advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on smell, and I'm
22?
smelling things. As
Yes,
a bear.
as
Okay.
that definitely would be helpful.
21.
21, and so let me describe the place. And all right, fair, got like a 15. That's pretty good.
18.
All right. So, looking around, one moment while I pull out my hag's cottage
And that's a
materials.
25 on my perception, sniffing and things.
So,
I'm valuable.
I see lots of blood.
now there's a main area inside of here as well. It's a long room that is a combination of sleeping hovel, cooking area, and some type of table that's adorned with all manner of vials and looks like a very rudimentary alchemy set.
Oh.
As well, if you round the corner, there is another door that leads out to the tower that the windmill is built on. This is a little, basically it's shaped kind of like this. As well, looking around, those of you who are using their sight will see that at the top of this main room there is a small square, about 2 foot by 2 foot hatch. There's also a fireplace with a number of bones in it, and the hovel area isn't so much a bed as a straw mat that's been packed onto the floor and stinks of sweat and awful.
It's more like her nest.
It's more like a nest, right? It smells like rat droppings.
Yuck.
And now, where are you headed? So with that roll, where are you headed? I'll tell you what you find.
Seeing the door that leads up, I'm gonna wander on over there.
The hatch or the door that leads up the window?
The door that leads up the windmill.
Okay.
I'm hunting for valuables.
Okay, so approaching the windmill door, it is unlocked. And you can start heading inside if you'd like.
Yeah, I want to basically see if I can see out from the top to see what I can see from the top of the windmill.
Okay. You climb up, and as you do, the stairs are perilous. It's about 5 flights of stairs in a square around to get to the top. And occasionally, a step will quiver under your foot. Can you do me a favor? Can you, if you're doing this carefully,
Yes.
so I'm going to give me a dex save with advantage, because I'm assuming you're testing as you go.
With advantage?
Yeah.
Alright, so that's gonna be Dex save. That's gonna be well over 20.
Sounds good. Also, take an advantage back for being a good sport about getting your face all mangled.
Oh yay!
Actually, everybody take their advantage back if they don't still have it, because y'all were fun.
Does anyone need one?
As you head toward the top of this tower, the rest of you are looking around the main area. Where are you looking? Start with you and work my way toward winner.
I'm gonna look at the hatch. So I'm gonna make the bear help hold me up. Because it's in the ceiling, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna make the bear stand and climb on her shoulders.
Alright.
All around you.
Lift.
You can smell that whatever is up there. What'd you get?
25.
Whatever's up there is dead.
Oh.
You give me a...
Noise and lift.
All right. You open the hatch.
I'm gonna try and make... It opens out, probably?
This one...
Or push in.
This is a push in and slide.
I'm gonna try and be under the actual ceiling and do it from an angle, so if anything falls out, it's not falling on me.
Nothing falls out. It slides with a slight grind of wood on wood. You don't need to see. Remember, you have dark vision.
Yeah, but if there's anything, like, living up in there...
Okay, sounds good.
Stick a torch in first instead of my head.
So looking up, you can see that the roof is about 5 feet above there. It's a crawl space attic.
Can I see anything in it?
You can see the rafters of the roof and a little place where the shingles have fallen away and the roof has fallen in about the size of a
I'm gonna, like,
shoebox.
angle to try and see angles. Anything clinging to the roof. I'm gonna just basically check really hard before I stick my
What'd you get
head
on your
in.
perception, on your investigation roll?
18.
You can see there are a few bats, but they're bat-sized.
I will stick my head in then and have a look
You
around.
will come face to face with a rotted halfling face.
I don't scream.
It's laying on its side. It looks like this man has been dead for some weeks.
I think I found who owns that ring. Down. Down.
You will,
Coldly.
you will
Like just
see
smacking you on top of the head. Like, down.
his face has been shredded. Basically from the cheekbones down. The jaw is completely missing. The eyes are deflated. Something has feasted on them. And as you're lowered down, you'll catch the glint of something pewter, you think, dangling off of his neck. He's wearing old bloodied robes and traveling cloak.
No.
What are you doing, Marisol?
So I rolled a 22.
Damn, where are you headed?
So first, because it still smells really good, she's gonna go for more soup.
Oh my god!
So, as you pick up the spoon, the
Okay.
big ladle, it's this hand-carved spoon that's probably about this big at the tip.
Yeah.
You are going to stir around,
Mm-hmm.
and as you lift it up, what languages do you speak?
Common and infernal.
Well, that's actually fairly fortunate for you because there is an infernal rune carved on the back of the spoon, like on the back of the dish of the spoon.
Cool. Yeah.
It's the rune for food.
Okay. Accurate.
Yes. You taste
Yeah.
it very, very delicious.
Cool. So I'll take, like, how big is the ladle?
That's the ladle. Like,
And that's
so
the end of it? Like
yeah.
the...
So it's about this big. It's kind of like it's a big wooden spoon.
Cool,
About
yes.
the spoon itself is about the size of the palm of your hand.
Cool. Well, I'm keeping the spoon.
Okay.
And I just, like, take a big glop of it. I'm like, okay. And I'm gonna walk over to the table that had the vials and stuff on it and just kind of investigate. Because he went upstairs already. They went to the hatch.
Mhm.
So
So anything else around?
So looking around, you can see that.
So I'm just like, what I'm imagining is this bear standing with like a dwarf on her shoulders,
Let me down. Let me
with head
down.
poking through, and then like noticing him and getting hit in the head, and then seeing like being like because you're drinking weird stuff, and like just being like, what do I do?
Yeah,
And,
because
like,
like you guys all did your own thing, so I was like, I'm hungry.
This is the funniest mental image because oh my god.
I'm surprised Mars hasn't died yet.
Me too.
Yeah.
Literally
She almost
everyone, including you.
Me too.
Including Mars. Anyway.
Mike,
Oh.
we'll be back to you in just a second, Winter.
Okay.
You continue to climb the stairs, and as you get to the top, there's a small widow's walk at the very top of this windmill that you can look out. Now, of course, as you were climbing, you were staring down into the belly of the tower, and you could see the gears and like the turnstiles that ground whatever was down there. As you are at the top, you finally look down and really focus on anything besides your foot. And you'll see a mass of bones. The base of this tower has been grinding something. Bones.
Bread.
For her bread, yes. There is a loaf of bread, by the way, on the table. There is now, anyway. Looking down, you'll see these are not human bones or halfling bones. They are some. But you'll see deer bones, and with your elven eyes, you'll be able to notice rodent bones. Rabbit, and rat, crow, all manner of creature here. This is a graveyard of bone material. Looking around at the top, you'll see... That's funny, I'm not giving you that. You will stand at the top of the tower and you'll see that dangling... So, you climb up and there is a widow's walkway with a platform that kind of rises out of the hatch you walk out of. So it's an open air hatch. And dangling from the roof is a figure shaped like... Oh yeah, there's a doorknob there.
Spooky.
There's a figure shaped like a man.
Upside down?
No. Arm, head,
Oh, okay.
legs. I guess penis, probably. In fact, you're pretty sure it is supposed to represent genitalia, the bit that's hanging down. It's made out of solder.
Oh.
It looks like it's been soldered into place, and as you see it, you'll notice that there's one part of it that isn't soldered. The heart. It's a bird heart. Small and blackish red and beating. You're gonna stab it?
I'm gonna stab it.
All right. And so as you stab that, all of you inside are going to hear the sound of dozens and dozens of birds rising to the air and shrieking. And you'll notice that the black of the ground was 5 dozen crows shaped like a shadow that arise and fly off.
Oh, shit.
And that's when you notice it from your vantage point. There in the distance on the far hill, you can see the edge of Falenmoore. You can see the road again. If you cut back along the road, it should only take you maybe 10 minutes to reach it.
To reach Falenmoore?
To reach the main road, to reach you can see the sunshine shining on the road, back at the post. And then you turn and look deeper to get a lay of the land, and you see a hangnail of a moon hanging in the sky, and beneath it, a castle with spires the color of blood purple shingles. And you watch it through a skeletal forest slowly move across the countryside.
Wait, the castle's moving?
The castle is moving like this. You can't see its base, but you can see that it moves slowly and methodically across the countryside.
Going off of where we were...
You'd say it's probably about 10 miles away.
Okay.
You're quite high up from here, and this is a bit of a hill.
So going off where we... where I can see the sunny part of the road, where we were...
Oh, actually, hold on.
Oh no.
So, so you glance at like the nice, happy areas. Oh, look, it's a nice road. So yes, so you look at the nice road.
And like judging off of the direction that we were needing to go when we left the road, and knowing where Falenmoore is, we were going off like more like that, right?
So basically, you were kind of cutting like that, and then you went straight east.
Okay, so if I look in the direction of where where it's supposed to be going, is that where Moving Castle is?
It's kind of moving that direction. You look back at the castle.
I knew you were gonna do that. Anyway.
So it's moving the direction of where we're supposed to go?
It's just kind. It looks like it's. You can actually make me a perception roll.
I
I want to see
will.
what you can pull out of this.
That is going to be a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Thank you, Michael, for that quote. 10.
Yeah.
It's moving pretty slowly.
Okay.
So you're like, it kind of looks like it's just kind of ambling around.
Okay.
But I will say that as you're looking around, you think you can see. Okay. So this is basically. I'm gonna take the map and I'm gonna flip it. So this is where you were coming from, and then you're supposed to go over here. But instead you went. Woo, 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 woo.
Yes.
And then this thing's like on the castle. Okay. But kind of over here, you can see some type of structure in the darkness of Falenmoore. You can't quite make it out, but you think it looks like maybe houses.
Can I see where Tumblewood is supposed to be?
Where Tumblewood? No, that's probably
Still a ways away.
it's very misty over there.
Okay.
Near the border, but you can definitely see back to the sign. You think that it's not where those shapes are. Maybe that's something else. What was inside of Falenmoore just 3 miles? Turtleford.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, the castle's on a turtle.
No,
Giant
it's
turtle.
not.
Oh.
Oh, it's a great misconception. It's called actually Turtle Ford.
Yeah, Harrison Turtleford.
Alright, so I'm gonna, after taking in all that, I'm gonna head back downstairs.
That sounds great. All right, so looking through the vials there,
Yeah.
you are going to see that they are labeled.
Oh, nice.
They're labeled in a language that you don't speak, unfortunately. Does anyone here speak or read in Sylvan?
Oh, what's that?
Don't remember if Farah does. I don't think she does.
Never even heard of that one.
It's the Fey language.
Oh, that'll do it.
Because of self.
Languages.
No, I just got celestial.
Well,
So, if you want to investigate what they are, though, do you have Arcana? What
I do not speak Sylvan.
what skills do you have?
One of my other characters has.
I do have Arcana.
Go ahead and make me an Arcana roll.
I mean, technically we all have Arcana.
It's
Some are
like
better
proficient,
than others.
though. Yeah.
Oh, not proficiency
No,
though.
but you don't have to be proficient to roll it.
Nice thing
14.
14. So looking at it, you can recognize a couple of the compounds. And you can kind of make out, like, the Sylph alphabet is very... Do you speak Elven? Oh, no, you only speak Infernal. No. So looking at these, you're thinking, okay, that looks really... Okay, that,
I before E, except
except how many eyes? Is it 1 eye, 2 eye, 3 eye? Oh no, 3 eyes. That's what got me into this mess. So, looking at the vials, you can see that one of them is really obvious. It is a vial full of dehydrated black widows.
Might need that. I'll pocket it.
It's probably for the best. Looking at a couple of the other things, you think you're not sure with about half of them, but you can tell. Okay, that is nightshade. Okay, because you can know the smell.
Poison.
That is foxglove.
Ooh.
That is cumin.
Ooh. Oh, well.
Okay.
Take it.
I mean, you never know.
I'm gonna take it. Yeah.
And that is some red ichor that you can't quite place. It's almost a pink. It kind of looks like a dark Pepto-Bismol.
Does that have a smell?
Ew.
It smells like rancid bubblegum.
Ew.
Oh.
It might be Pepto-Bismol.
Ew.
I'm gonna take all the vials that are like probably small enough
Okay.
to fit in the bag.
So write down hag vials.
Hey, vials. Yay.
Ag violence.
All right, cutting back to Dwarf and the Bear, which is my favorite new buddy cop show on ABC.
Dwarf and the bear.
Word. That was the dwarf. All right, so she lowers you down from the hidey hole.
I think I figure you're probably like on my shoulders, so I go like from upright to like. You can either like
And I go from standing to sitting on your neck or something.
basically, and then like slide off somehow.
Yeah. With a bit of a clatter in my armor.
If I'm not careful and like lean down too much, you might just go sliding forward and be like thunk.
So what do you do? Bear rider.
Well, that was a dead halfling.
Farah is going to be poking around by the fireplace. Anything interesting?
Dead halfling. Which, actually, lift me back up. I spotted something else that you let me down. I'm gonna investigate that pewter symbol.
Oh, gross. She's gonna hold up a little vial.
Okay.
Ooh, what's that?
It's full of teeth.
Oh, cool. Are you gonna keep it?
She's gonna put it back, like on the mantle. Like, I'm good. Some of them have shapes carved into them. I don't know.
Oh, cool. So I take it and put it in my bag.
Okay, you have jar of teeth.
Sweet.
I'm gonna teeth. I'm gonna teeth.
Mars, this is how you get cursed.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe
she's
I
really
can,
good at it.
I know, right?
So maybe I can make a curse. Wouldn't that be cool?
Well, you're gonna get cursed.
Whatever.
I don't know how many more times she can get cursed.
Nothing ventured.
All right, so you're lifted back up into the ceiling. All right, so
And I'm
the
gonna try and kind of like use a dagger or something to pull the.
sure.
I'll not touch it.
You going
Whatever
to
the symbol
check his body at all, or just take the necklace off?
I'm just gonna check for what the symbol is.
It is the sign of the torch.
Yep. Okay. How
It didn't get him very far.
Desiccated,
It actually
rotting is the body.
not as bad as it could be, but unfortunately, much of it has been torn apart. As you're looking around, you can see that there are a number of bats inside of here, but the roof also has the scrabbling of crow claws above, and you can hear that. And his eyes have obviously been pecked out.
Yeah.
So crows have made a decent amount of work of him, but they
Does
haven't.
he still like have a cloak? And,
He still
like,
does have a
something?
tattered cloak. Yes.
Can I kind of bundle him into his cloak and?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, this is gonna end horribly because you're gonna pull him down and he's gonna fall on my head.
No, I'm gonna bundle him in his cloak because if most of him's gone now, I'm just gonna bundle him up
Okay.
and tie his cloak into a bundle
Okay.
Sounds like a
so that when we
burial
go back
sack.
to the road, and hopefully once we're out of this darkness, we can bury him real quick.
Gary.
Oh God, Mike.
I know.
Guess what's inside?
He picked up my singing it.
That's true. All right.
Is it teeth?
It's no, it's not. It's actually beef jerky.
Tasty.
Dang. I was misled.
All right. So you pull it down.
Yeah.
Okay. Search the body in all the pockets.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So what you will find in it? Roll me percentiles.
34.
Okay. You will find you'll find 3 things on the body.
Okay.
The first is a vial.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at this, you can automatically tell what it is. It's a Cure Light Wounds potion. The second thing that you'll find is a vial of oil, specifically designed to for torches. But this looks slightly different. It's more viscous than you normally see with torch oil.
So probably to do with their holy.
Probably better at keeping up the burning. And then the last thing that you'll find as you're just giving the body a quick pat down is a small pewter figurine of a Pegasus. About this big.
Okay.
And it has what you think for a moment you're looking at it, you're like, huh, this is really anatomically correct. There's a switch on its belly.
That's kind of cool.
It looks like a children's toy. And it looks fairly freshly made.
All right.
Oh, I apologize. There's one last thing that you will find on him, and that is you will find a gold wedding band on his ring finger.
Aw, shit. Was he there with his wife then? I'm guessing.
I mean, it's your mystery to solve. So yeah, y'all.
Does it have
So
an inscription?
it does. To someone worth walking the world with.
There and back again.
Mm-hmm. And that, there and back again.
Oh, that's actually quite cute.
It's
Too bad I'm probably eating her.
Okay.
There's a third option of a person you could be eating.
Their
Yeah,
child.
Yeah.
Yay!
I'm gonna put it in that and the toy and the necklace. Actually, you know what? I'd leave the symbol on them. And I'll put the others in a pocket, bag, something to keep separate and take back to
Okay.
a location of the torchbearers or something.
Sounds good. Next time, that gives us a little bit of time to do that. And as you're doing that, the door to the tower opens, and Zeno will return.
Okay.
Are you bringing that thing with you? Or are you just gonna leave it there?
Which thing? Oh yeah, that yeah.
The figure you're bringing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is constantly. You have to. Are you grabbing it, or are you carrying it by its?
Like
It is constantly like just dripping a slow of blood out of the heart that you stabbed.
Ew.
Is it still beating?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
The heart is about the size of a walnut and has dripped about an apple's worth of blood.
Yeah.
Perception.
You are going to smell rotting, clotted blood
Alright,
the second he enters the room.
Gross.
No roll required, my friend.
Can I roll Constitution to not puke as a bear?
Can I Arcana or religion it?
This is going to be a religion roll. I'm gonna say. Oh, you know what? This is going to be either. Your call.
I would prefer religion.
Fill your boots.
I found something really
19.
strange.
19. It looks like a warding charm. Hey, Farrah's going to roll 2. Well, you broke it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you stabbed the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Let me roll Arcana.
Let me know if you grow a third nipple anytime.
Yeah, that was a warding charm, it looks like. We should probably get out of here because whatever it was warding off is no longer going to be warded off.
17.
17? Yeah, that's certain witches and other fey creatures practice warding rituals Who knows what this thing was either keeping away or keeping here.
Let's go.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh, by the way, there's a castle walking across the fields.
Wait, what?
Yeah, about 10 miles that way.
Okay, did you see the road?
I saw the road. I saw where it's sunny.
Okay, let's go there.
Yeah. Oh, and I saw Falenmoore.
Yeah, let's go to the sunny part of the road.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Alright, everybody, link up again. And don't look away. Shade thrown.
Bear.
All right. So, can I get all of you just make me a wisdom save with advantage?
Oh, nice.
Basically, just don't roll 2 ones in a row and you should be fine.
Ooh, down 20. I could have gotten that earlier. So wisdom save?
Yeah.
So 27
Damn straight.
15.
18.
this time. Bear.
17, but I don't add anything to it.
I mean,
That was the error before.
Yeah.
I wasn't bear.
before long,
Always be bear.
Always be bear.
Always be bear.
unless you can be squirrel.
I mean, El Tigre.
El tigre.
I do miss your tiger.
You'll step out of the field suddenly. The skeletal woods vanishing behind you. A dizziness and a fog lifting from your head. And you'll feel warmer than you have in, what feels like days as the sunshine, barely an hour further in the sky, shines down on you.
Oh, wow.
How long did it feel like we were there for?
Are you
Like
still
3
there?
hours, 4 hours.
I will gesture you over to the side of the road. Probably actually near the light post.
Okay.
Can you dig a hole for me?
You'll get a slightly offended look, but will
You got
comply.
the claws.
Yep, I'm gonna bear. The bear's gonna dig.
Diggy
You're
diggy
gonna
hole.
dig.
Bears are
Diggy,
very
diggy
good at
hole.
digging.
Diggy diggy hole.
Diggy diggy hole.
Yeah.
You want me to
And
roll
you know
for
what?
this?
It's funny. We make the reference in blogs, not even watching.
Hmm.
To what?
Diggy Diggy Hole. His favorite song.
Is it?
Yeah, it's that dwarf song that he's obsessed over.
Oh, is it? I just always hear him singing cat. I'm a kitty cat.
Yeah, it's the other one he's obsessed with.
Yeah.
Also Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut, a Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut.
Alright. We're not sponsored by Pizza Hut, although we could be.
Or Kentucky Fried
Pizza.
Chicken.
Yeah.
We are sponsored by Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Mostly just the Colonel's dating sim game. Well, given the facial hair I was rocking this weekend, yeah. So my brother posted, he's like, you lose your hair color like me and you can be Colonel Sanders. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Do you want me to roll to dig a hole?
No. You spend
Very
some time
doable.
doing it, and you're going to lay the body to rest?
Yep.
Okay.
I will do Veil of Prayers because I don't know the torch prayers.
It's all pretty.
Scattered Lily Incense.
Okay. Sounds good. Go ahead and actually make me a religion roll, and you can see whether or not you can do something just to their liking.
20.
All right, so you will lay him to rest and make sure that you leave one of your torches in his hand.
Okay.
So that he can light the way even in death.
Sounds good.
And with that, you'll bury him. And they also like to be cremated if possible, but that might be kind of weird.
I mean, if we've got a hole.
Yeah.
If you got some of the sludge that makes it easier to burn.
You do have his oil.
Yeah. I will gather some branches and make a...
Actually, at that point, you're like, wait, is that why they keep that oil on them?
Maybe.
Because that's why pirates used to keep so much gold on them and in them. So that you would pay for the pirate's funeral. It's true.
Yeah.
History.
I will use a bunch of branches and that vial of oil
Okay.
and set the body into the resulting flames with a torch in their hand.
All right. So you will burn the body of the torchbearer.
Yep.
And now you are outside of Falenmoore.
And then I will bury it appropriately once it's done.
You can still see the misty, shrouded lands to the right.
Alright.
And it's much nicer out here. What do you do?
let's go towards the place we're actually supposed to be going towards.
It's true. But yeah, when I was at the top of that, top of the windmill, I could see Falenmoore. I could see what I think is Turtleford. And then there was, well, it was a red castle, right?
Can you see that at all from here? Or any of the remnants of that?
Can you see nothing?
No, you see like a bunch of mist and darkness.
And then there
It's
was
really stupid looking. Really, it's like this. It's like it's trying too hard.
About
You look right into Hot Topic land.
ah,
Hotopia.
Autopia.
Hot Topica.
About 10 miles away, there was a red castle. Like, castle, spires and everything, but it was walking?
Huh.
Moving?
You sure? Landslide? No.
You hear an inquisitive bear growl.
We were going here,
Mhm.
and it was a...
Alright, well, we
direction
better
that we
beat
were
it there,
going.
I guess.
I mean, it was moving pretty slow. It was kind of lumbering.
Are we gonna come across it?
We better beat
I
it there,
mean,
though.
I don't know. Let's find out, I guess. We might have to fight a castle? I don't know.
Let's try not to.
I couldn't see the base of it. I could only see the spires moving across the landscape. So let's skedaddle.
Okay.
Because a castle could hold an awful lot of things.
It's true. All right, this way.
All right. So go ahead and make me a survival roll.
Nat 20.
No.
Good job. That's a
22.
15 from me.
17 for me.
How did the ranger get like less that next? Okay. So you
Also
follow
doing
the right
the
trail
bleeding.
this time, and you're just like, I know the way, this way. And the dwarf's like, yep, basically.
And the bear's nudging you to make sure that you're not wandering off the path again.
No,
Yep, and the
I'm
ranger's
sure
mostly
it's-
worried about
Going
you.
this way.
Like pointing an arrow at the right side of the path just in case you
That's
walk
why I was
walk
scouting
off.
forward before in the first place. It's this way.
So, you know what I just realized?
What?
I'm guessing that you left all your horses tied
Uh-oh.
to the post, right?
Yeah.
To go get our horses, see
Yeah.
if they're still there. The horses might have stopped, refused to keep going at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, actually-
I always forget that you had horses because you never have them before now. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, we probably ground tied them.
I don't know what that is.
Horses are generally trained that if you loop the reins over their head and let it fall to the ground, they'll stay in that spot.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So you'll reclaim
But
your
they're loose
horses.
enough that they can GTFO if a wolf attacks them or something,
Mhm.
right?
Okay.
Oh.
So your horses will be there,
Mhm.
and you'll be able to just trot off. Now, you follow the road, veering out of the shadows when they arise, and you can see that this murky country to the right is very close to the road here.
This is why I did my scouting in the first place.
It's true.
Going this way.
It's true. It was great, and you guys found some cool stuff. And fought a hag, and
That's
Xeno's
tasty.
face is all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is anybody going to?
I
Are you
have
spending
a-
short rest?
I was actually. How long did it take to cremate the body?
Oh, more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, I
Short rest time.
All right, you can spend
Yeah.
some dice for a short rest.
I am uninjured.
What am
Don't
I?
worry, I'll injure you later.
Oh, I have D10s.
Very good,
Yeah.
very good.
So don't forget to add your Constitution to each die.
Actually, to do that, how long would it have been? It wouldn't have been a long rest.
Probably like no, not a long rest. A long rest is 8 hours.
Not enough to get a spell back, I guess.
No.
Not unless you're a warlock.
Or a wizard. Wizards can do short rest to regain a spell.
For certain spells?
No, they just get they get one spell back from resting or something like that. They're pretty good.
That's 20 plus Constitution mod?
Yeah.
24.
Cool. Plus the 5 you healed before, so I think you're down like a hit point or two.
Yeah. So.
Forgot that I recover my my beast shape after short rests
Nice.
too.
So you get it back now, I guess if you did.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
so
am
if I
at
change
full.
back,
Nice. Just
then
exactly.
I don't have to. It won't feel like being.
So
Yeah.
you
nice.
you have the vaguest outline of scars across your face. They'll probably fade with time.
Okay. But for now, it's kind of like.
You do have like just like little streaks of white, like almost like someone drew on your face with a bit of chalk.
Okay.
Not that you can tell unless you carry a hand mirror with you.
You would.
I'm vain enough that I probably do.
You should write it on
Yes.
your sheet then.
Yeah.
Stole a hotel mirror.
You sure did.
So is he just like he has a streak out of each eyebrow and stuff
So
now?
basically, it went like that.
Oh,
So
okay.
like a little bit of the front of this one and a lot of this one.
Okay,
You
that's
got
fair.
you got your Jason Momoa on.
Fantastic.
Yep. The most attractive part of him is his eyebrow. It's weird. I mean, there are other really attractive parts, but that eyebrow.
And it's rocking.
You continue along the way, and Winter, you're going to be the first to notice this. Coming up around a bend, you'll see an arrow sticking out of the ground next to a tree. It's almost imperceptible in some tall weeds, but you'll notice the fletching blowing in a light breeze.
Yeah, it's not one of your arrows, is it?
Is it in the shadow or is it in the bright side?
It's on the bright side.
I am going to go take a look at it.
Okay. Glancing around, you all are going to notice that there's been people traveling through here. You can see ruts in the soft ground from a couple of days ago. At least a day ago. The sun's kind of baked them into shape. But it looks like a cart was coming down the road and then abruptly stopped.
As in the tractor is gone.
No, it looks like they turned around
Oh, interesting.
And went
And-
back.
and went back and off the road into the shadow.
Oh
Bet
no.
you that was a beer cart.
Looking at the arrow, you can see that it's a pretty cheaply made arrow. Human make probably. With raven fletching.
Okay.
Yeah,
So just an arrow.
it's just an arrow, but it's been used more than once. The tip of it's iron, and it's the spearhead shape.
Okay.
Not just like a bolt, but it's notched and slightly rusted.
Okay.
This arrow has seen, at least the arrowhead has seen many uses. Okay. All right, so you have the black arrow. If you ever use that, let me know.
Okay.
Ooh, black arrow.
The black arrow.
Interesting.
Yep, the raven arrow.
Mm.
Mind you, it doesn't look like it's a very good arrow,
Okay.
so I might be giving you disadvantage for using that one. But hey, who
Hey,
knows?
We're the fun of it.
It's true.
Who knows what it actually is? Ooh. Well, do we want to follow the tracks of the cart into the Shadowland?
Well, the card is what we're trying to recover,
It is.
so I don't see what other choice we really have.
I mean, it's probably the beer cart. We can't be sure,
No.
but probably.
Yeah.
I mean, should we try and go to the brewery and find out if their cart had even left?
You could continue on. The brewery is only probably another mile down the road.
Should we go check
Sure.
at least?
Yeah.
Shouldn't be too
Good
much
point.
farther.
Investigate that.
Just
and then
in
come
case.
Back. Get as much information
Are
as we
we?
can.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
All right. So, you continue down the road, and before long, you will climb a sloping hill and see a hamlet just on the other side. Not a terrible amount of houses. 15 kind of thatch roof dwellings and about half that many halls, a beer hall, looks like a tannery, a rancher's house with a number of sheep grazing the countryside. It's a pleasant little area. And in the center of it, a large brewery with giant copper stills.
Hmm.
Do you approach?
Yeah. Does it look like there's any activity down there though?
There are some people. You can see there are some farmers in the fields, and there's a halfling tending some sheep that are taller than he is.
Hmm.
All right, move along now. Move along. Meh. 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 A dog barks in the distance and starts herding the sheep. Good boy. Good boy.
All right, let's go.
All right. You head into the town, and a sign just at the base of the hill proclaims that this is Tumblewood. A small babbling brook runs through the center of town, and you'll have to cross a little step bridge. The brook itself is about 8 feet wide. You could easily jump it, even during a flood season. And right now, actually, the water is hugging the mud closely. It's very shallow. You can see that at one point this brook was lapping at the edges, but now it's maybe a third of its original thickness. Winter, you got a really high roll on your, or you got a nat 20 on your that. So both of you are going to, you and Mally are going to cross the bridge. And as you do, you're going to notice that the water is stagnant. There is a thick layer of algae on top that doesn't appear to be moving.
Does it look like what direction the water is moving is coming from?
It's coming from
Falenmoore?
the east.
Yeah.
It's coming from that way.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen this stuff in the water before?
Algae, yeah.
Like this?
But I'm betting whatever's happening over in Falenmoore is probably starting to block the water. That's why it's cut down here.
I think it is.
Across the bridge, someone steps with loud, clanking boots. A human man in his mid-20s walks across the bridge. Morning.
Good morning.
Or he glances up. I guess afternoon.
Is it already?
If you're looking for work, the beer hall's hiring.
No, actually, we are just looking for a little bit of information. It was the Count?
The Baron.
Baron. The Baron sent us to find what happened to his beer.
With the what? The
Beer.
Sounds like
the
shipment
Baron
was-
brew.
Yeah, sounds like his shipment was probably attacked. We saw where a cart went off the road, and we wanted to double check.
The cart went out 2 days ago.
It
Then
did
it's
make
probably the cart tracks.
So that would be the one then. It
Okay.
takes this road.
That's the only road we got.
Okay.
Then
Well, hell. Y'all are gonna want to go to the brewery, and you're gonna find Buddy.
Okay.
Buddy, he's the foreman.
Go.
Fantastic. Off we go to the seek Buddy.
All right, let's find out what race is Buddy.
We've already wasted some time, so Mally's just going to be very much like,
Yep,
we're
let's
going,
go.
we're getting info, and we're going back now.
we don't have to waste.
All right. So you head in, and looking around, you can see that there are a number of. Everybody's sleepy tonight.
No.
You can see there are a number of people working around, bringing in barley and hops and grinding them up and preparing them for the brew. You can see that there's beer going through stills, and it looks like they're also making some other types of liquor.
Does it look like a nice, good, clean,
Why don't
efficient
you-
operation?
Why don't you make me a roll with proficiency on wisdom?
18.
Yeah, it looks pretty top of the line. This copper is fresh. The stills themselves look like they are meticulously taken care of. And what you notice is there's a lot of money that's been infused into this. This is, how to put this? This kind of is giving you the vibe of, remember how Ryan Reynolds just bought Aviation Gin and all the money suddenly is in Aviation Gin? Same idea. In fact, if I had to choose a German accented actor to play the Baron, it would probably be Ryan Reynolds doing a German accent.
All right.
Also, his new Aviation Gin commercial is amazing.
Yeah.
We'll watch it after this. All right.
I will look around for somebody who obviously looks like a foreman.
You actually are going to see a fairly short for a half-orc, standing about 5'8", rounded shoulders and a thick mustache that comes down in a basically looks like a wishbone attached to his nose. which itself is slightly upturned. He's got a couple of fangs just jutting over his lower lips. Alright, that's good. That's good. Move along.
Well, it's like the same height as me.
Yeah,
I think.
that's good.
And knowing how noisy a brewery can be, I'll just do a quick sharp whistle and wave. Buddy,
That's Foreman wiser to you.
I was told that one.
And he'll walk up and pull his leather gloves off of his hand and tuck them into the apron at his belt. What can I do for you?
We've been sent up by the bear and his shipment never made it. I think we've spotted where it went off the road.
I'm sorry, what?
The shipment got attacked. We've been sent to retrieve it if possible. We want to have a bit of info, what it looks like, how much, etc.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I think the word werewolf was bandied about.
Werewolves? We've been hearing all sorts of things happening from the woods at night. That wouldn't surprise me.
Falenmoore's encroaching, it looks like.
Pretty spooky.
Oh yeah.
We've been having wolves and other things harrying the livestock. Would you think they might actually be skin shapers? Shape skinners?
Whatever works.
We hired some people out to go, some hunters, to go out there and start hunting the wolves. But we haven't heard back from them in a week or so. We just assumed that they were deep in the trail.
Well, I mean,
Maybe not.
they might be wolves now too.
Or
There's a
dead.
chance. Or dead. Or both.
Dead wolves?
Yeah.
That's the worst. They would have gone into that Thatcher Woods over off to the east.
Okay.
The damn shadows of our next door neighbors is reaching in nice and thick.
Mm-hmm. I've seen some of that for sure.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Got to be careful.
Everybody turns and stares at Mars.
Everything turned out fine. And I got some of
Did you go in?
Yeah.
You made it out.
Briefly.
You must have had a heaven stone with you.
Oh, we're gonna have to go in again.
An heaven stone.
What's that?
Wait, there's not a head of stones.
No.
Yeah. And he'll gesture where you see that toward the center of town, like the center of the crossroads that go through town, there's a large sandstone pillar that make me a religion roll.
Yeah, sure.
I don't think you were there when they came across this. Oh, you got one total. You're like, it's a rock. The other, at least Zeno and you, I'm pretty sure, in Steep Hollow came across one of these. It's a waystone of Kaz, the god of travel, or Kazmira, the god of adventure,
So I'm
or
looking
the
at-
god of song and travel.
So am I looking at this being like, how would I have carried that? Like, huh?
Yeah, we knocked pieces off of it for safe passage.
Oh no, I didn't have any of that.
She survived because we went in after her.
You brave fellows.
But we still got out without one.
Well, and we're going back in, so.
Well, I can walk over hot coals without shoes, but I mean, it's easier if I've got them.
Oh, no.
Can we take a piece with us?
Yeah, just a little chip,
Yeah.
and the necklace is enough. You just take it from the pot that's already been chipped away.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
Alright.
This is a common tradition. She's fine with it as a goddess.
How many casks were part of the order?
What did I say last game? I think I said 12.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
How many people traveling with it?
There were 12 casks, and we got the Baron's got people to unload on the other side, so we just sent 2 along. It's
I guess one of them must have escaped because Baron knew it had been captured.
Well, I think he knew it because something had shown up.
yeah, I think
But he specifically said about werewolves. Like somebody had claimed that.
yeah, I think both of them survived.
Okay.
Oh,
both of
okay.
them
I think
survived.
both of them ran from the werewolves.
Okay.
The werewolf
If
stole
it had
them.
not been said, if it had not been said before, both of them survived and ran from the ghosts or werewolves.
Well, at least your people survived.
Well, that's good. One of them's my mate, like my buddy. Not like me, because I'm buddy.
Alright, well, let's go in and find those casks.
Alright.
Oh, I'm
We've
glad that
got-
Heinz is okay.
They stole the beer.
So,
We've got what, half a day or so to go?
werewolves
We got
steal
half a day.
the Beer?
You saw he was all right, Heinz.
I don't think I actually saw them.
No, we didn't
Did we?
see them, but we
Oh.
heard
No.
about them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if you
So-
see him, nice fellow. His name's Akins. Last name's Akins.
No, the Baron had just told us that they survived to get away and inform him.
Oh, and the girl that's you didn't see her either, Stella.
No, we didn't see either of them.
Yeah, we were just told to recover the kegs and try and recover any men who were killed or captured or whatever.
But it sounds like nobody else went with, so.
Oh yeah, shit. Someone was captured, weren't they?
Or, yeah.
Well, somebody brought that through.
Okay, so make it a third person then.
And to kill
Well, I'll just say that
werewolves.
one of them made it out, one of them didn't.
Okay.
So Stella didn't make it out.
Mm.
Heinz did.
Would we be aware in character?
Of the horrible beer puns I've been making for the last 5 minutes that no one's caught. Yes.
Oh no, I've caught them. I've just been ignoring them.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Malia wouldn't know them.
Heineken.
Yep. Yeah.
Your buddy
Stella.
Weiser.
That's
Yep.
really bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
really bad.
Sorry.
Stella.
Stella or
Thank you.
Stella.
I was wondering if you get to that one because I was trying to be a little more subtle there.
That,
Um,
okay, well that was one of
werewolves
David's
in-
favorite beers for a while.
That was one of my dad's
So-
back in the day too. But yeah,
So werewolves in D&D, do we know if they're like our general people during the day, moon happens, we have werewolves, or are they just werewolves all the time?
They're not, I don't think.
Because I don't think I've ever played a D&D game with
werewolves.
so
from
werewolves.
D&D
I think that what common folk would know is that the lore is pretty standard. That you would think, okay, definitely you know the moon full is a bad thing to be outside during,
Okay.
and that they are normal people, and that it is an infection. You
So
know
that
that
they could be in this town.
they could be. Perhaps
They
we're
could
actually
be
playing a
invited.
game of werewolf, ultimate werewolf.
Woof, woof, woof.
So would remove curse or like lesser restoration
Potentially.
affect these guys?
So,
Um,
actually, I
when
know.
I was outside the
them.
windmill and you were talking about the moon. Was it a full moon?
No, I
No.
said it was a sliver.
Yeah, that's what you did. Okay.
I said it was a hangnail sliver covered
Yes,
by a bit of
that's
mist.
So are we almost to a full moon?
But
then?
why don't you all
No.
make me a nature roll?
We just passed one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, there is a spell that I have that is related to werewolves and, like,
12.
shapeshifters specifically.
12? Did I say that you had just passed a full moon recently?
No, but if it's at a sliver, so... It,
Or it's coming up.
Oh.
Here's the funny part of that.
That is
It
insane.
should be a full moon tonight.
Uh-uh.
But stuff's weird across the street.
Yeah.
It is very weird, isn't it?
I know, right? It's really funny. I really
Yeah.
like the guy who runs the place.
One of my spells is Moonbeam, and a shape changer makes a saving throw with disadvantage. If it fails, it is instantly reverted to its original form and can't assume a different form until it leaves the spell's light.
That's pretty cool.
Okay.
And
That's
I
nice.
can move it around. So
Woof.
it specifically impacts.
Is it one of those ones that
It
you can
rolls.
also, like, put it on an object? So if a werewolf has an object on them...
No, I can move it though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Spotlight.
Physical area of effect.
Yeah, it's a beam of moonlight. Pale, silvery beam of pale light shining down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, sent upon a point within range.
Okay.
So 120 feet.
That's pretty useful.
So I
All
thought.
right.
And you
So-
have access to that spell?
So what do you all do?
Well, let's head back to where we saw the cart go off. I mean,
Yeah, might as well follow the tracks.
yeah.
Best of luck with you.
It,
In case if we can't recover the 12 barrels, like if it's long gone by now, do you have any smaller samples that we can at least bring back to the Baron so he's not empty-handed?
Let me see what I got. Yeah, I've got about a gallon probably left.
Because if we end up going back and we can't get back the beer, at least he has something.
That's ready anyway. I mean, more's being brewed, but it takes a while.
Yeah.
Well, we will see what
Try this
happens.
first.
yeah.
Well,
I
if
mean,
you're here with the Baron, hold on just a moment.
Yeah.
he'll come back a moment later with a gallon of beer broken down into 5 bottles.
Neat.
This would probably go with the 5 of you taking this. You're actually from the Baron, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You wouldn't mess with old buddy.
No.
No.
Is he
I
asking me?
He's
The horses
Okay.
probably
It's
have
like
a
a-
symbol on their gear or something.
Yeah, that's true. You have his heraldry. All right.
I mean, we're not that far from where the cart went off. If you have it, you hold on to it and look after it. And we'll come back if we need it.
Look, if you're fighting werewolves, like hell, you might need a last drink, and he'll hand you the bottles.
Nice.
After all, it is supposed to be the full moon tonight normally, but of course we don't know how lunar cycles function. And
Full moon. It's a good name for a beer.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
try to keep everyone inside tonight.
Don't worry about that.
yeah, we don't know.
Hopefully,
Uh,
some of my stuff might remove that curse.
if you find anybody, the hunters that went in to find the wolves, they're called the 9 Lives Crew.
Do you happen to know if, and you'll pull out the arrow, do you happen to know if they use arrows like this?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but they probably. I mean, there's lots of ravens around here.
So it's pretty local.
They. I mean, I don't know too much about them. They're problem solvers. They said
Okay.
they're from back north.
The 9 Lives crew?
Yeah, it's because there's the leaders, Cassidy 9 Lives.
Sounds like they're probably shapeshifters themselves.
They druids?
Alright.
They're hunters.
Well, we'll find out. I
Hunters
guess.
and mercenaries, I think.
Yeah, let's go find
So,
them.
basically, let's go in and don't trust anybody but our group.
Yeah. Don't take soup from people.
Do we need to have a password or something
That's not a bad idea.
with all the illusions and nonsense going on? Cause yeah.
Sure. Let's figure one out on the way.
Yeah, neat.
All right. So as you travel out,
Come up with a phrase.
Is it literally nothing ventured in response to nothing gained?
Yeah.
For some reason, that's not a common
you're right.
saying here.
Nobody will ever think. Of
I mean, I would find it really funny if perhaps that is something that's not a common saying here.
Yeah, but some randos probably wouldn't know that it's our catchphrase. They don't know who we are. We're not that well known yet.
As you're walking, like
Unless
It could work for this time.
yeah,
it's Mars's fault.
probably.
No, they probably heard that.
Everyone's heard that by now.
What did it taste like?
It was fine.
Weird.
Kinda
It smelled okay.
piggish.
Actually, it smelled really bad until
Gross.
I saw you stirring it.
Oh yeah, I got
What
the
were you
spoon.
doing?
Can I see that?
Yeah, yeah. Give it back. Wanted.
Do you have any ideas?
Well, that rune right there says food.
Does it make anything food?
Want me to test it?
Please don't. Please
No,
don't.
no, I'll just
Yeah.
Here.
Uh,
Actually?
oh.
Do the gross stagnant water.
Yeah.
See if it turns into food.
As you're stepping over the bridge.
Alright.
Okay. One moment here.
It's a very Mars thing she would do. She's not wise.
So you lay down on the bridge and like it's basically just like a little step bridge.
Yeah.
So you lean down and scoop it into the water. The water comes up and it smells really brackish around here. It still smells brackish when you hold it up, but it tastes like clean water.
To be fair, that could also be an illusion. I could be horribly ill.
It's true. Well, we can fix that.
Yep. Alright, let's
Breathe.
put it, yeah.
You don't smell like swamp water.
Not fair.
Brimstone. And lilac.
Lilac.
No, that's from my bath earlier.
Oh yeah.
Interesting spoon.
Remember when we had a bath?
Oh.
That was nice.
I want a bath.
I want a bath too.
You always want a bath. Bath's so
I
nice.
always want a bath.
I like it hot.
I like it spicy.
I breathe fire.
I have a spicy bath.
Yes, you're a dragon.
I think that's called stew.
No, you add oils and stuff and spices, and it's good for your skin and your hair.
Are you sure it's not just soup?
It's a beauty soup.
Yeah. See? Fairy gets it.
I understand beauty.
Hasn't worked for you.
I think that did enough damage. You can use Hellish Rebuke.
You just like zap,
I'll allow
like-
you to zap her for no damage.
Just like a little.
Yeah, I'll allow you to like light a piece of her hair on fire. Just one strand.
Did that hit?
That hit a nerve.
That hit a nerve?
All right, so you make your way back down the
Thorn
path.
thought I was pretty. And the other guy back at the other town too. I don't know what was wrong with him, but cool, whatever.
Which one? Bear murder?
No. Remember she got asked out on a date in the
Oh, by the halfling that
And she
runs
was
the
like-
oak.
Okay. Question.
Answer.
This town was not too far up from where the cart went off.
It was about a mile.
About a mile and some change.
How long would that be on foot?
On foot?
mile.
Like 10 minutes.
Why don't we leave the horses with the town people so they
Yeah.
don't get savaged by werewolves overnight when we go into Falenmoore?
Yeah,
And we get fucked for the price of horses.
And they can stay at a stable.
That's
Is there
true.
a stable here?
Yeah.
Probably.
But if you go up to Buddy, he will happily accept the horses.
We'll ask him to look after the Baron's horses for
Yeah,
us.
We've got a stable that we normally keep his stuff in anyway.
Excellent.
Good
I don't want
luck.
to leave them out when we go in and
Probably
maybe
got
it...
some empty spots from where the cart horses used to be.
I
Alright.
don't like the sound of that.
Well, let's see if we can maybe get them back.
All right. So
Onward!
Horses are expensive.
horses are expensive.
Kind of.
Stop it.
Sorry, it
Stop
hurts.
hurting yourself. You make your way back to where the cart went off the road. And it's there that you'll see the tracks lead right across the road into the copse of trees on the edge. It's no longer fields here. It's just the shadowy, mildewy forest. But as you look into it, you feel a little bolstered, having chipped away little bits of the stone of Casimiria and keeping them in your pockets or dangling them off a chain or putting them on you in some other fashion. You feel a little bolstered. Whenever I ask you for any travel-related issues from illusion magic, while you have those on, you'll have advantage.
So like survival, nature.
Basically, just not to get lost from magic.
Okay.
And you'll have a better time finding inns too, but that's not really.
That's
Once
cool.
we're back out.
Yeah, in and out. You know, this.
Mm.
And that was bad. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Let's head in.
Let's go.
All right.
Onward.
And how are you guys doing?
I'm kind of
We're
looking
very
at time
tired.
thinking
Yay.
this is probably a good place to break.
All right, and you'll head back into Falenmoore.
Yeah.
Stepping across the threshold, you will feel the chill rise up around you. You get a bad feeling at the base of your gut. And in the distance, you swear for just a moment as a flurry of bats rise up across the now half-full moon. That you see the triangular needle-like protuberance of a castle's parapet slowly crossing under the moon in the far distance. And that's where we're going to end game for tonight. So thank you so much for tuning into Generic Fantasy Setting number 17735, Season 2, Episode 2. This game got a little bit fun off track, but I enjoyed it, and I hope you did too.
Hey, it got me inspiration. So
It got you inspiration. So we're coming back next week because we are weekly now. And so I want to
Hopefully
thank...
next week will be werewolf fighting.
Hopefully next week will be werewolf fighting. I think you're going to like this story because it's really fun. Thank you for tuning in. We will be back with you in a week's time. In the meanwhile, remember to stay dorky and check out our merch, which is going to be posted on our social media soon. You can find us also at patreon.com/dorktales and support the channel, help us do better stuff, and
Go watch the extra live stream.
go
Yes.
watch the Extra Life stream. You can also find us at
It's a wild
extralife.org/team/dorktales and give us money to give children. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you soon. Well, let it ride out.
Actually?
Yeah.
So you had to open with that next week.
Yeah. Da-da-da, da-da-da. See you next time.